What's going on, people? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? I'm sure you should be able to hear me. Please let me know you guys can hear me. That's first and foremost. The most important thing is that you guys can hear me talking. I was just watching the end of yesterday's live. Let's go. Let's go, Letty Land. What's up, Heavenly? How you doing? Jensters, what's going on? Tina, let's go. Maria, Doctrine Blue, let's go, buddy. Dawn, Mama Moon, Disco D, Julianne Miller, Jen, Horton NFL, Horton NFL, let's go. It's Chase, loud and clear, says Chase. Emily's Blunt, hears me. Doctor in Blue, I'm big chillin'. What's going on, everybody? I wasn't even going to sign on tonight, but I was like, fuck it. Let's do it. Only 1MG patch. Thank you so much for the Cash App, Only 1MG. Appreciate you. I've been grinding my ass off, so I appreciate those of you that notice how much I've been on recently with the Epstein stuff, and I know everybody's talking about all this stuff that people want me to be on, so I've been trying to make myself as available as possible and be on all day. I won't lie, it's wearing on my mental health a little bit, but I'm pushing through. Only 1MG patch. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. Seriously, thank you so much. Wouldn't be able to do it without you. Joanne, thank you so much, Joanne. Happy to have you here. Yeah, it's a crazy day. Look, listen. I'm a little relieved. I will say this, okay? I'm a little relieved because, number one, okay, so it's weird because the survivors of Epstein aren't getting exactly what they want, and they're first and foremost, right? But outside of that, I feel somewhat vindicated. I'm not going to lie. And why do I feel vindicated? I have been saying since June, July-ish, that this was a cover-up. I've been claiming for a long time this was a cover-up. And a lot of people were saying, you're reaching. A lot of people were sending me DMs like, it sounds like you're having a breakdown. It sounds like you're getting into conspiracies. You're saying things you can't substantiate. And I was confident in what I was saying. And I was saying this before he even sat down with Blanche, that it's very clear, because I called out the Deputy Attorney General meeting with Ghislaine Maxwell, that was a conflict of interest. Why is the personal attorney for Trump sitting down with Ghislaine Maxwell before she testifies in front of the Oversight Committee? Something wasn't right. And I rode with that. And I know a lot of you were with me on that and believed in what we were saying for months. Before a lot of people were saying this, we were saying this in my community. And here we are today. The Associated Press has confirmed they removed 16 files after they posted them, people. Not redactions. We're not talking about redactions. They removed 16 files after they posted them. After they posted them. We're not talking about redactions. We're talking about oops. We're talking about, I posted them and oh my God, I shouldn't have posted them, and then removed them. So anyone who downloaded the zip file prior to them removing them had those files available to them. 16. Guess what? Guess what? Just guess what those files had in them. They had Trump. I'm going to see if I can pull up the Associated Press article here, because this is somewhat important to reference here. See if I can pull this up here. So this is from the AP. At least 16 files have disappeared from the Justice Department's public webpage for documents related to Jeffrey Epstein. including a photograph showing President Donald Trump less than a day after they were posted. So within 24 hours of the original posting, they removed a bunch of them. Folks, that's it. That's it, folks. That is the proof of obstruction. That is the proof. That's it. That is it. If you are a Trump supporter, you can call in 908-652-3703. But the proof is in the pudding. I don't know how long I'm going to be on tonight, but I wanted to at least check in with everybody. If you guys would contribute to the gifting goal, I would appreciate it. Support the live. Share the live. But contributing to the gifting goal, tapping the screen, or hitting the thumbs up button, all those things help. If you're a Trump supporter, call in. Complete proof now of obstruction of justice. There's no doubting it. There's no doubting it. So it's all there in black and white. If you were someone who doubted this originally, and you were one of these people like, well, you know what? I don't like Trump, but there's not enough evidence. Or maybe you like Trump, and you tried to argue against it. The fact that they removed files they already uploaded with Trump in them, that's in here. Because a lot of people have been arguing, I guess, not arguing, but complaining that nothing will be done. Right? Sorry, I had to send that message real quick. A lot of people have been saying, well, nothing's going to be done. It's Chase. Thank you so much for the 10 jewels. Appreciate you. It's Jace. Bacon, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you. I want to clarify this really quick. The committee, the oversight committee, can absolutely do something about this. The first thing they should do is initiate contempt hearings. And then they need to start initiating public hearings on national television under oath to demand detailed explanations for why these files were removed. I wouldn't even ask for an explanation. I would just send them a subpoena. Send them a subpoena and say, I want to know why there were 16 files removed. Let them figure that out, what their explanations are going to be. Don't give them a head start. Set another deadline for compliance. The committee needs to start submitting referrals for criminal prosecution under federal law. We're talking about evidence tampering here, folks. We're not talking about something little. We're talking about evidence tampering. That's what they need to do. If they don't do that, it's because they don't want to do it. Right Play, thank you so much. 110 respect for taking breaks. I disappeared for 9 months. Felt good, really good. Much love. Yeah, Right Play. I do take, unfortunately, I can't take a break right now, but maybe if we win the midterms, I'll take a break. If we win the midterms, I'll take a break. That's my thought. If we have a blue tsunami, if you guys really want me to, think I should take a break after the midterms, then win the midterms. You know what I mean? Win the midterms, and I'll take a break for 2 weeks. I won't come on for 2 weeks if you win the midterms. That's what I'll do. I'll hold to that. Democrats need to take back the House and the Senate. I'll feel so much better. Let's see if we can get a Trump supporter to call in here. If you are a Trump supporter, I had one earlier or just now, 848 area code, but it was a spam number. So whatever that person was trying to do, don't call in. I need a real Republican to call in. Through Thanksgiving? What do you mean? The compliance deadline has come and gone. No second chances. No, you're not giving a second chance. You're not giving a second chance. But the more that you do this, you're establishing that they have refused completely to release them. 10 toes down, they're in violation of 18 U.S.C. 1519, which penalizes evidence tampering. 18 U.S.C. 1519. So they've already broken the law. Remember, folks, they can be prosecuted by future AGs. They don't have to be prosecuted by this attorney general, which is a part of the conspiracy. Thank you, ZDP. Melissa Mawson says this is a Trump derangement channel. Can you call in, Melissa? Melissa, can you call in and tell me a little bit about your love for Donald Trump? Come on, Melissa. Dude, if you support Trump at this point, after everything that's happened, you're complicit. I said in the summer, there's a title that's going to be applied to Trump supporters that they're not going to be able to avoid. And you guys know what that title is. Yeah, but the problem is, Rose, who are you going to prosecute her with? Her? So the very first step, obviously the Department of Justice is under the executive branch of the government. The very first step is to initiate contempt proceedings. That's the very first step. And then you go from there. But everything else is obvious, folks. And it may take a few years. I'm not lying. In terms of accountability, I don't expect it to come immediately. I expect a series of events over the next several months and years that will ultimately hold them accountable. But there's no denying real laws have been broken here. This is not up for interpretation anymore. Thank you, ZDP. Appreciate you, dude. No, Doom Shop. That's not true. All right, hold on, guys. I'm going to get my other charger, and then we're going to take some phone calls. I'm going to get my other charger. Guys, every single person hit the thumbs up button. Let's blow this live up and get some Trump supporters in here now. Let's get some Trump supporters in this. Let's go. All Democrats can do is what? Can put in is auto Pandemicer. What? Oh my God. Some of these people are so indoctrinated. It's remarkable to me. Do you guys know that you're really a part of a case study that's going to occur probably 30, 40, 50, maybe less than that years from now? The amount of people that are in love with the president is insane. They're willing to overlook this? Holy shit. After everything that's happened, you're willing to overlook it? Even this? Dear God. And let me tell you, when you guys are grandmothers and grandfathers, some of you might be now, and God bless you if you are. But a lot of you are going to remember these days. You're going to remember sitting in this chat right now and arguing with Trump supporters. And you're going to say, what the fuck?
Call from.
So many people supported him, and not a single person's going to admit it. Are you a Trump supporter?
I was a Trump supporter.
Can I tell you, I'm not a big fan
Trump.
of people calling from blocked numbers, because usually they slur when they do that, but I'm going to give you an exception. It's Saturday night. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. What's your first name?
Wonderful. I voted for Trump.
What's your name,
and
though?
I'm very...
I need to know your name, ma'am.
Wonderful. That's my name. Wonderful.
Wonderful?
Wonderful.
Okay.
Like, it's spelled just the way Wonderful is
Wonderful.
spelled.
How are you? Go ahead.
I'm fine. I appreciate it. I voted for Trump, but I'm very... And this is my first time ever voting, too.
Right.
I'm over 50 years old.
Okay.
My first time ever voting. I voted for Trump. I'm a colored person as well.
Okay.
Trump, and I'm disappointed in myself because I was expecting Trump to make America better, because we're losing. You know, America's been destroyed already due to fraud, right? And it just hurt me to say this. And it's about a race thing. I have the government been trying to unalive me since 2020. Joe Biden knew. Trump knows now as well. He did the government shutdown. He kept the police on the payroll. He kept the feds on the payroll. When he knows that they have been openly trying to unalive me, there's been no accountability, no one speaking up. And I had felt sad for Trump when he was going through all this stuff, when he was saying, oh, these are very bad, evil people. And I knew the same people that was attacking Trump was attacking me, the white supremacist government. And Trump just totally disregard me, don't want to. This has been going on since 22. Don't want to help me. Haven't spoke out. Like I said, when that fake government shutdown he did, he stopped the people at the airline. He stopped their pay, but the polices, they continued to get a pay. FBI agents, these FBI agents, people are evil, wicked devils. They follow us around. Just not only me. My story is the story of people who's been killed by the government in secret of the government, because these are the secrets that they keep. Like I said, when Trump shut down the government, I'm just disappointed in myself because I voted for him, and now he won't even lend me a hand, try to help me. I'm out here fighting for my life every day. I can't go to the police. The watch commander have ignored me. This is some white supremacist officer. He had became obsessed with me. I don't know who he is. He stalked me. He followed me. I had to ban my apartment, ran out here from Victorville. When Joe Biden, he was acting like he was going to help. He was saying that this was unacceptable. But this person I guess he got some real power, but it's some evil power. Because when he was harassing me in Victorville through social media, he was saying that no one's going to help you. Nobody can do nothing. Nobody can stop me. This is before I knew it was the government. I didn't know it was the government until I fled my apartment and ran from Victorville, California, out here to Los Angeles, and he follows me. He followed me out here. He had a personal airplane in Victorville, but now he drives the LAPD drives. He flies the LAPD helicopter around daily as if it's his personal car. Do you hear me? Not doing nothing but stalking me, just flying this airplane around, this LAPD airplane around. Karen Bass, Gavin Newsom, everybody is aware of this. It's like I'm a celebrity, but with no fame. Well, I have fame now because of what I'm going through, but I'm disappointed at Trump. He's just ignoring it. He brought that guy. I never heard of Charlie Kirk until the shooting, but he brought Charlie Kirk to safety. He pardons the reality stars, Chrisley and Julie. He pardons them when they were serving time for fraud, and America's been destroyed for fraud. It's like he's helping everybody, but because I'm a colored person. Because if I was a white woman, they would have shot that LAPD helicopter down 6 years ago. You don't understand what I've been going through, and I'm just disappointed that I voted for this person.
So here's the thing.
But this is the thing.
Can we just break this down? So what you're saying is the Trump administration is going after you personally? What?
I'm saying Trump. I'm saying the government, but I'm saying Trump. Trump knows what's going on. It's the government.
It's wonderful. Listen.
Yeah.
I'm not discounting what you're saying. I'm simply asking.
Okay.
Why
I know it's so much to believe.
I know. Listen. I give everyone their due diligence.
Go
I'm
ahead.
asking, why would they go after you specifically, though?
Okay, it's some white supremacist police officer. He became obsessed with me. He started stalking me when I moved to Victorville, California, and I didn't know that someone was stalking me. I didn't know, but I just felt something wasn't right. And I felt that it was somebody with some power because the leverage, the things that were going on, I said, this is somebody with some power that's allowed to do all these things, and nothing has been done about it. They had put cameras in my apartment, intercoms in my apartment, tracking device on my car, intercoms in my car. They have a tracking device on my car as when I drive, they can unlock the door and unlock the door. They have intercoms in my car. Like, they hear everything I say in my car. Even when on my apartment when I was out in Victorville, they were watching me. He was watching me bathe and shower in the privacy of my own home. Okay. This evil white police officer.
I'm not discounting you, but
it's
the
crazy.
Question is, and
but
again,
I'm just upset that I voted for Trump, and Trump is not doing anything about it. Like I said, when he shut down the government, when he knows that the government is the one that's been trying to unallow me, why would you keep this evil officer on the payroll? Why are you keeping the feds on the payroll when they are following me around? Do you know what? They had Kaiser Hospital switch my medication, gave me bad medicine that could have killed me. They having these people do wicked things to our food. Do you know what cancer comes from? That's the government having these people poisoning our food, putting laundry detergent or whatever these chemicals into our food, and then that makes these tumors grows in our body, and they call it cancer. This is the government doing this because, like I said, my story, what they're doing to me, this is what they do to people. And then I don't want people to be, because some people, they look at, you just don't know what I'm going through. Are you in the LA County area? Because everybody knows who I am.
Ma'am, I'm not discounting you.
Go ahead.
Have you heard me say anything that discredits your story?
No, you haven't. No, but I just
listening to you. I've been listening to you. I've been considering what you're saying. But the question is, right? why is this connected to Trump?
Because Trump is the leader of this so-called free world. This is why it's connected to him.
Ma'am,
He's the leader of this.
I don't want to defend Trump. I'm certainly not defending Trump, but he doesn't control every police officer in the country. You know that, right?
He's the leader of the free. This is America is what called the land of the free. Donald Trump is the president of the free, this so-called free world. He has authority. He has the say-so to stop the government. If you know the government is out here trying to unalive a citizen and you don't do, what do we need a president for? What do we need presidents for?
States,
for them to just get rich off of us, off of this fraud that they getting rich off of? What do we need a president for?
I understand.
Tell me this. What do we need a president for?
I understand what you're saying, but the president doesn't control states' rights. So county or state or local police departments.
The president doesn't have an authority over. If he knows the government is trying to unalive a citizen, he can't have a say-so into stopping this and make sure somebody is held accountability of a government official.
Ma'am, how do you know he knows this? I'm just curious. How do you
Trump
know he knows
this? I have wrote to the White House. Just like Joe Biden know. What's her name? That Polinsky woman knew. Karen Bass knew. Gavin Newsom knew.
When did this start?
This has been going on since.
Miss Wonderful, listen to me. When did this start? When did this start? What? Listen,
let me say it again. It's been going on. It's been going on since
Miss Wonderful.
2020.
Take a deep breath.
2020.
Take a deep breath.
Okay, let me take it. I know sometimes people be like, "Are you breathing?" Yes, I'm breathing.
Well, that's what I'm saying, right?
I'm just passionate.
And no one's discrediting your story, right? But I'm not sure that President Trump is the person you should be trying to contact. Have you asked your doctor about this at all? I'm just curious. I'm just asking. No, I'm not joking around. I'm being serious. Have you asked your doctor about this at all?
Okay, tell me this. Why would I ask my doctor about the government when you saying Trump has nothing to do with this? I should ask my doctor. Didn't I tell you what these evil white people done? Yeah. They had the Kaiser switch my medication. They had the evil white nurse. These doctors and nurses, they helped the government unalive us. These precious babies being killed behind the government injecting these little kids. The government is this evil white power. This is the person with it. This evil. When I mean these evil white people are, and I know you are a white person too, but I'm just speaking my truth.
And I'm listening to you.
Going on.
I hear you. I'm listening to you.
He had the Kaiser Hospital switch my medication.
Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with me. If something was wrong with me, they would have been locked. They would have been locked because you're trying to flip the script like that's why I laughed at you. Oh, have you asked your doctor? I don't think Trump, but you telling me Trump is not. Trump don't have an authority of saying or doing taking action against the government when he's the president, but he has authority to pardon people who's doing fraud.
Are you listening to me?
America's been destroyed by fraud.
Please listen to me. I am not at all discrediting your story. I am not.
But yes, check this out. You're just gonna say Trump has no authority, but then you're gonna act like my doctor. Have you talked to your doctor? Have you talked to your doctor?
Those words
Trump has no authority. Have you talked to your doctor?
Miss Wonderful. Those words did not come out of my mouth.
No, I'm talking about these evil white people.
Can you hear me though for a second?
These white collar crime criminals. They're nothing but thieves. They're nothing. They're so evil. All they do is steal and kill.
I believe you.
And this is what. And I would have never been saying anything like this if this evil white officer hadn't put me in this situation. I didn't see y'all like that. But now I understand why things were going on back then, because these evil people, these evil white people are so evil. They are just devils.
Well,
just devils.
Miss
And that's
Wonderful.
why Trump was so, and this, you know why Trump is not saying something? Trump hands is dirty. Trump hands is dirty. He got blood on his hands.
Well, that's
He's
true.
not
but
saying them because they were bullying him. You bet not help her. You bet not do nothing. Trump was so fearful when they was attacking him. I saw it all in his face. Oh, these people are very evil. These people are very bad people.
Okay.
And now he's
Miss
so
Wonderful.
quiet
Miss
because they
Wonderful.
got something over his head
Can you
now.
listen to me
This
for
is
a
why he
second?
don't want to help me.
You're
because they telling him, you bet not help her.
Right.
You
But can I
bet
say-
not help her.
Okay.
Trump want to bring all the white heads to safety.
Miss
But
Wonderful.
since I'm a colored woman, he ain't going to help the colored woman because guess what? Evil white power told him not to. The same people that was attacking him is attacking me.
Miss Wonderful, I was not discrediting your story.
You were. You flipped
No,
the
I
script
was
because
not.
now, have you talked to your doctor? What the hell I need to
No,
talk
that-
to my
Miss
when I told
Wonderful,
you what these evil
Miss
white
Wonderful,
people have
Miss
done?
Wonderful,
You
that's
can't
not
go
how
to
I
the
said that.
hospital
Miss
when
Wonderful,
evil
that's not
white
how I said that.
power
Miss
is
Wonderful.
after you. These killers. Government are the killers. They are the rapists. This evil white power. You better watch your sons because they love boys, okay? You better watch your daughters, your mother, your
Miss Wonderful,
grandkids.
I didn't say that.
Because
Miss
these evil
Wonderful,
white people
are you willing to
watch
listen
your
to me, Miss-
property, even if you have a business. I know you made me kind of feel some kind of, have you talked to your doctor?
Miss
I don't
Wonderful,
think Trump
I
can
did
help
not
you,
say
but
that.
you telling me my doctor can help me.
I did
Get
not
the
say
hell
that.
out of here.
I did not say that. Why? Okay. Have a good day. I was not discrediting your story. I was not discrediting your story. I was simply asking, have you asked for additional advice? Your doctor might be able to direct you in the right place. I was not discrediting your story, Miss Wonderful. I hear what you're saying. I didn't say it like that. I'm not discounting your story as if what you're saying is not reasonable. I was simply saying that you might want to ask them because they might be able to point you in the right direction. I'm not sure why you're mad at me for that. What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
Yep.
Okay. What's your take? Go ahead. On the Epstein stuff?
Well, on the Epstein files?
Yes, that's the story tonight. Let's
Well, I mean,
right,
those-
Blight. Thank you so
I
much
think-
for the $2 Canadian, dude. Yeah, of course, dude. Go ahead.
My take on the Epstein files is that, I mean, we can see that obviously there was some type of relationship in the past with Trump and Epstein, but we also can see that he overwhelmingly distanced himself from him when he banned him from his country club. And we also can see, we did have access to majority of the flight logs, and we know that he flew with Epstein twice. One time was with his family, and another time it was and then one time it was just him and like somebody else, but both times were before the island was ever created. And then he kicked him out of his country club. I mean, obviously they had some type of relationship there. The guy's throwing big money around in politics, but I don't think that there's anything extremely nefarious going on as far as Trump with Epstein.
What's your first name?
That's about it.
What's your first name?
Mo.
Mo. Let me ask you a question. Why are they in direct violation of federal law by refusing to release all of the files, redacting files without explanation, and removing files once they've been posted? You're clear there was a law passed called the Epstein Transparency Act, correct?
Well, I think that they have to protect the victims, and I think that if you expose everything, there's stuff in there that could lead you closer to who these victims are. So you and I don't necessarily know exactly what could, something that me and you read might mean nothing to me and you, but something that somebody else reads in those files might say, oh my God, I know exactly who that was. And it was this person. and then that person could be one of the victims.
First of all, to the chat that keeps telling me to turn my mic up. My mic is all the way up. I don't know why people keep saying that, but my mic is all the way up. Number two, the question is, right, there was a law passed. Are you aware of that law that was passed? The Epstein Transparency Act.
Not 100%.
Okay,
I know
so let me
there was
explain
a law passed where they had to.
Can I explain it?
The Epstein files.
Yeah, let me explain.
Yeah.
So the law, this was a carefully crafted bill that specifically stated that any redactions needed explanations, that all files related to Epstein, right, that were, unless they were exempt, which there weren't any, need to be released within 30 days in downloadable format. Why were those files not released within 30 days? They're over 24 hours in violation, almost 24 hours in violation of federal law. And why did they remove 16 files that were already uploaded? Let me explain something to you. The files were uploaded and then they took them down. So not only did they upload them, they didn't just over-redact. They over-redacted according to the Oversight Committee. They uploaded 16. Hold on, listen. There were 16 files that were uploaded, and then they took them down after they already uploaded them. The law states you must provide the American people with every non-exempt Epstein file related to this case within 30 days in downloadable format. Why are they covering this up?
To be honest with you, I really can't answer that question, but I would assume that it has to do with protecting the victims.
No, it's not.
I don't think that they want to release information about people that were.
So there was a file. There was a picture uploaded. There was a picture. There was a picture deleted. There was a picture deleted. There was a picture deleted. There was a picture deleted with Trump in the. There was a picture of Trump deleted from the 16 that were already posted. Why?
What's with the interruptions here, man? Can I not respond?
Because you don't know enough information about this. Clearly.
Yes, I do. I'm trying to respond. You just asked me why, and I'm trying to tell you why. I believe that it has to do with protecting the victims.
Okay, so now I'm going to ask you.
Can you definitively say beyond?
Hold on. There was a picture. There was a picture uploaded. There was a picture uploaded and then removed. That didn't include any victims. It was a picture of Trump in a drawer, in a frame, that was removed. Why?
So who was in the picture?
Trump.
Name every person
and Epstein.
In the picture. And who else?
There was a picture of the Pope. I'll show the picture.
No, in the picture that you said that
let me show the picture on camera right now. Let me show the picture on camera right now. I don't know every person in the picture, but let me just show it right now.
Give me a second here.
Yep, you can go to the stream and you can watch it.
Yeah.
This was the picture removed. Hold on, you know what? Let me actually pull it up on the live stream. Because it's not showing up that well from here. So let me pull it up. I'm going to pull it up. I got you, buddy.
Yeah, I'm not able to see that.
Don't worry, bro. I got you. No problem. Because this is obstruction of justice, and you are downplaying it, and I'm not cool with that.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
I don't understand why they weren't released a long time ago.
Again,
why weren't they released under Biden?
First of all, let's be clear. First of all, yes, because the Ghislaine Maxwell case was under appeal at the time. Her first direct appeal got rejected in September 2025. I think the last appeal was rejected in October 2025 from the Supreme Court. So that's why. Let me pull this up real quick for you.
Yeah, but before she got indicted, they could have released whatever they had.
She got indicted in 2020 when Trump was still president. You don't know what you're talking about. All right, let me pull this up real quick, everybody. This was one of the pictures that was deleted It was uploaded as a part of the initial release, and then it was deleted after it was posted. The oversight committee is about. Let me tell you something. It's on the stream. It might be a couple minute or a minute or so delayed, but the oversight committee is going to file contempt. They're going to initiate contempt proceedings based off this deletion.
Oh, here it is.
Yep.
Okay, but there's multiple people in that picture right there.
Okay, but not
just Trump and Epstein.
See, I literally circled the one. The circled one is Trump and Epstein. See, I put a big circle around it.
Well, there's two pictures in that circle. There's a picture of Trump and some girls.
Okay, the one on the top. I'm sorry, I didn't circle
it
right for you. The one on top is Trump. You see the big head on top. There's two heads on top of that other picture.
Yeah. So you're positive that picture is not already out in public domain, 100% guaranteed.
Yeah, it was no. What I'm telling you, it was deleted from the initial drop, which is in violation of the law.
Well, there's a girl, actually. That's not Epstein. That's a girl.
It's not true.
You just zoomed in on it. I can see that's a girl's face.
It is Trump. It is Trump, I believe.
Yes, it is. That's not Trump.
You're talking about below him? They're two separate pictures.
No. The red circle that I see, the red circle that you have around the picture.
Whatever. The picture of Trump.
Two pictures. I see at the bottom, there's Trump standing next to a bunch of girls, and then the one behind it with Trump's head, I see that, head. And then when you zoomed in on it, he's standing next to a girl.
Whatever he's standing next to, it's Trump regardless. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's Trump, but we don't know who that girl is.
Wait, it doesn't matter. They're not allowed to just remove whatever they want. They're supposed to provide explanations for redactions, which they have not done. These files were already posted.
Was there a limit? When do the redactions have to be provided?
Mo. I know more about this case than you have ever known. Okay, I've forgotten more about it. So I'm telling you,
when do the redactions have to be provided? Is there a time limit on it?
Yeah, within 2 weeks.
Okay, well, they just came out on Friday, so...
But these were already posted. Do you understand?
Yeah, but now that everything's
out. Let me explain this to you. The law states all non-exempt Epstein file information needs to be provided to the American public within 30 days, which was the 19th. That was yesterday. They did not provide all non-exempt information. Why is the question?
Well, I think you said that they had 15 days to provide an explanation
I didn't.
Everything
That's
that was
for the redactions. Redacted,
right?
I didn't say that. I said all non-exempt information related to the Epstein files needs to be released within 30 days. Do you know Todd Blanche has already admitted they're in defiance of federal law.
Maybe they're interpreting. Maybe
they've already admitted they're in defiance of federal law. They've already admitted they're in defiance of federal law. They've already said.
Can you show me the source for that?
Yeah, you can look up Todd Blanche's statement.
They admitted that.
Sure. I'll read the oversight.
They admit.
Yeah, I'll read the oversight. Yes, they said that it's going to be released in the coming weeks.
But what's your point of this? Why do you think that they're doing this?
Because Trump is in the files and they're trying to hide it. It's very obvious. Let me read the statement from the Oversight Committee. Donald Trump and the Department of Shut up. Donald Trump and the Department of Justice are now violating federal law as they continue covering up the facts and the evidence about Jeffrey Epstein's decades-long billion-dollar international sex trafficking ring. For months, Pam Bondi has denied survivors the transparency and accountability they have demanded and deserve, and has defied the Oversight Committee's subpoena. The Department of Justice is now making it clear it intends to defy Congress itself, even as it gives star treatment to Epstein's convicted co-conspirator, Ghislaine Maxwell. Courts around the country have repeatedly intervened. Shush! Courts around the country have repeatedly intervened when this administration has broken the law. We are now examining all legal options in the face of this violation of federal law. The survivors of this nightmare deserve justice, the co-conspirators must be held accountable, and the American people deserve transparency from the DOJ.
Okay, now what's that? Where's that from? Who said that?
The Oversight Committee.
Okay, so the Oversight Committee is interpreting the law their way. Trump's attorneys
No, they're the
and
ones
them
that
are
wrote
interpreting
the
their law in a
bill,
different
you
way.
goofball. Oh my God, this guy knows nothing. They
It doesn't
wrote
matter,
the
brother.
bill.
Law is interpreted
Massey,
differently.
excuse me, who wrote the bill?
That's why we have the Supreme Court.
Excuse
because
me, it has nothing
everybody
to do with the
interprets
Supreme.
law
It
differently,
has
man.
nothing to do with the Supreme Court, you goofball. Who wrote the
But
bill?
I didn't say that we did.
Who
I'm
wrote
talking
the
about
bill,
interpretations
goofball?
of law.
Who
I'm just
wrote
giving
the
an example.
bill?
All bills can be interpreted differently by
no,
different
it's
legal
not
scholars, different
interpreted.
legal experts,
No,
different lawyers,
it's not a
different
misinterpretation.
judges. They
Who
absolutely
wrote the
can.
bill?
They absolutely can.
Okay, so I'm going to mute you for a second if you don't shut up.
Regardless of
You going to
who
shut
wrote
up?
It can be
You gonna
interpreted
shut up?
differently.
It's not a matter of interpretation.
Like,
It quite clearly says all files must be released within 30 days. Can you tell me what unanimous consent means?
that everybody wanted them to come out.
100 senators and only one nay vote in the Senate voted for this bill. The president signed it. It was very clear that all Epstein files must be released by the 19th. There's no interpretation that they're disputing. They simply did not comply with the law. Period.
I think that, they're not, no matter what their release, if there's something that could be related to child sexual assaults or underage sexual assault victims, something along those lines, that stuff is not going to be released, period. So
it's not what we're talking about.
You could speculate.
That's not what we're talking about.
Neither you nor I know.
Yes,
what
I do
or
know
why
because it's already been proven.
released.
It's already been proven. So first
No,
of all,
it hasn't.
I want you to just
yesterday.
listen. You have
So it can't have been proven.
You know very little about this case. Clearly, I want you to Google: did the Department of Justice fully comply with the Epstein Files Transparency Act? And I want you to read what it says.
Why would I?
Excuse
I don't
me.
trust
They
Google
were required.
in the slightest.
I'm going to repeat this one more time. They were required, right? The Department of Justice. Do you know who Todd Blanche is, sir? Do you know who Todd Blanche is?
He's the chairman of the House Oversight Committee, isn't he?
What the fuck? The chair of the House Oversight Committee. Is that what you just said? He's the Deputy Attorney General. He was Trump's personal.
He's the Attorney General.
Stop talking. No, he's not. No, he's not.
Yeah.
You're wrong again. He's the Deputy Attorney
He's the Deputy
General.
Attorney General. Yes, he is. What are you talking about?
Oh, now you're going to say yes, he is after I just told you the answer. He's the Deputy Attorney General. Why is that important? What was his job before he was the Deputy Attorney General, sir?
I know he used to be a prosecutor.
No. He was Donald Trump's first personal attorney in these criminal cases. He defended him in the case in which he was convicted in the state of New York, falsifying business records to hide campaign finance violations. He was his personal attorney. He was representing him in the case in which he received an unconditional discharge 10 days before the inauguration. Right? So his personal attorney became the Deputy Attorney General of the country, okay? Which is clearly a conflict of interest. I made videos about this on TikTok back in the summer, back in the spring, back in the winter, how this was a conflict of interest. This guy shouldn't be the Deputy Attorney General. Then when he went and sat down with Ghislaine Maxwell, are you aware of that meeting?
Yes, he interviewed her when she was in prison, and then she got transferred to another prison the next day.
Why did they have a quid pro quo proffer prior to her testimony in front of the Oversight Committee?
I mean, you can guess, but there's no definitive answer there.
Mm-hmm. Yes, there is. Why would you give me one reasonable, logical explanation why you would interfere with testimony that she was going to give in the front of the Oversight Committee? Why would the Deputy Attorney General rush to sit down with an already convicted sex offender when he finds out the oversight committee is going to subpoena her testimony? Because the president is concerned about what she's going to say. Why would she be rewarded? There wasn't an ongoing investigation. Why would he sit down with her? He would sit down with her only to secure
I don't know. I mean, don't you think there's plenty of people that would have rewarded her for absolutely shitting all over Trump, though? Yeah. There's people that could have helped her out and for not shitting on Trump. But don't you think there's plenty of other people that would have said, "Hey, Ghislaine, put all this shit out here and get Trump fucked, and then we'll hook you up, girl."
Wait. She's in power. What are you talking about? She has all of the control, right? So you're saying
exactly.
that? You're saying that the Department
could have gone. This could have gone one of two ways. She could have either helped Trump by not releasing anything when Blanche interviewed her, or she could have fucked Trump and got assistance, maybe a shorter sentence from somebody else.
Assistance from who? They control. The Department of Justice is under the executive branch of the government. Assistance from who?
Some Democrat senator or fucking
a
judge.
Senator can't. A senator doesn't have the power to move someone outside of their prison they're in. I don't know what you're talking about. You're lost. So anyway, the Department of Justice has that kind of power, and the Deputy Attorney General has that kind of power as the result of a proffer. Right? She was transferred to a minimum security prison for simply saying Trump wasn't engaged in criminal behavior or unethical behavior. She had only seen him in public, no private settings, and not acting inappropriately. But yet we have emails that were subpoenaed by the Oversight Committee from 2011 when Trump wasn't even in elected politics that state that she did witness Trump in a private setting in Epstein's home in the presence of a victim. That he knew about the girls, referencing Mar-a-Lago. So you don't know enough about this case to understand, but the very simple point is this.
He did know about the girls. He did know about the girls, and what was the line that you just left out that came after that, though? He asked Epstein to stop.
Yeah,
because
not at first.
He was trying to recruit girls.
Not the first time.
He was trying to recruit girls like Virginia Guthrie from Mar-a-Lago.
What did he do the first time? He gave him a warning.
So why didn't? So would you give him quite a bit?
All right, watch. I'll prove it this way. When was Epstein convicted? When was Epstein first convicted for sex-related crimes of minors?
Well, I know it was quite a long time ago in Florida, and then he got some type of. I don't know exactly what year it was.
So let's say I do. I know. 2005. When was he banned from Mar-a-Lago?
Somewhere there.
Hold on. It was 2005.
2010, I think.
No, you're wrong. 2005. It was the first time he was arrested for sex-related.
No, when he was banned from Mar-a-Lago. When was he banned?
No, he wasn't banned from Mar-a-Lago until 2007, 2 years after he was arrested for sex-related crimes involving minors.
Well, he probably was going through a trial and all that shit, and he was probably saying like, I didn't have nothing to do with it.
So if your best friend was arrested for being a pedophile, would you stop hanging out with him, or would you continue to be his buddy until he was convicted?
Well, I would. If he's my best friend and he's telling me it's not true, I would at least wait to look at the evidence.
Would you let him around your children?
Absolutely not.
Oh, why not?
I mean, not unless I was there. But
so then why is it okay for Trump to let him around other people's children?
He didn't let him around anybody's.
Whose children did he let him around?
Get dunked on. He didn't get banned until or from Mar-a-Lago until 2007.
Okay, so whose children did Trump let him around?
The ban occurred when he was sexually harassing a teenage girl at Mar-a-Lago. Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah. I guess you need to do some more research.
I think that he was like trying to recruit women from Mar-a-Lago, and that's why.
Yeah. At first, and then Trump gave him a warning. If an already convicted sex offender is trying to recruit girls from your establishment, do you ban them immediately, or do you give them a warning?
I tell them to stop fucking doing it, just like Trump did.
Oh, you don't ban them immediately? Because when I think someone's trying to do that, I ban them immediately.
I don't know how do I know what's going on? Trump
I don't
didn't
give
know
pedophiles the benefit of the
anything.
doubt. If a young girl comes to me and says he's trying to recruit me,
He didn't know he was a pedophile at that time.
He's already been arrested for sex-related crimes involving minors.
No, he was going through
Wrong. He was arrested in 2005.
Telling him, hey, I got a massage from this girl. I didn't know
he was arrested in 2005.
Underage.
He was arrested in 2005.
Okay.
So that was before 2007. Correct?
Yeah. Well, either way it goes is that
you're done.
Either way, you know.
Did you think you were going to come up here and try and manipulate this conversation?
You're implying that Trump knows exactly what's going on. You're implying that Trump is knows that this guy is assaulting. He knows the ins and outs of all this business.
Chad, are you enjoying this guy getting cooked?
Sure
are you enjoying watching this guy get cooked, chat? Are you enjoying watching this guy get cooked? Type 1 in the chat if you're enjoying watching this guy get cooked.
You're literally just making shit up, buddy.
I'm not making shit up. Why don't you Google it right now in front of the chat?
Yeah, you are.
Type, when was Jeffrey Epstein
I don't need to Google anything. You don't know what Trump knew. You're speculating that Trump knew everything that was going on. He didn't know
you're telling me he didn't know he was arrested for sex-related crimes involving minors?
What was the exact crime that he was arrested for?
Soliciting minors for sex.
Okay, so now, do you think Trump was in the room with him when he solicited a minor for sex?
So you have to be in the room with a pedophile to know that they've been arrested for pedophilia?
Just answer the question. Do you think Trump was in the room with him?
No, he wasn't in the room with him. That's
yes
irrelevant.
Or no?
That's irrelevant.
Okay, so if he wasn't in the room with him and he says, hey, this girl gave me a massage, I didn't know who the fuck she was, she's lying. Then what happens? Epstein gets convicted, boom, Trump bans him from Mar-a-Lago instantly.
Christopher, thank you for
you're not
Christopher,
you're
thank
not
you for the
making any facts at all.
Christopher, thank you for the 1999 super chat.
And then here we go. Okay, so
Nayland, thank you for the 1999 super chat. I'm destroying
I'm not necessarily the biggest Trump lover.
Oh, now you're not a Trump lover. Now you're not a Trump lover, Mo.
Kamala Harris.
Yeah, you're not a Trump lover
Trump over
now.
Kamala Harris. Now, listen, hear me out. When it came down to the two choices between Trump and Kamala Harris,
Kamala. It's Kamala. Stop saying Kamala. It's Kamala, you pigeon.
Hey.
210 Rain Christopher, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. Sorry to have a hard time keeping up. Is Trump a 5D chess lord, or is he oblivious to his friend being convicted of PDF?
And then
thank you, Christopher. Tinker, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate you so much. Yay!
Stuff, bro.
Listen, bro.
Can you give me that? Can you answer that question? Give me one person who's implicated Trump with Epstein doing sexually assaulting minors.
Yes, so as
saw the testimony at.
Sure, so as we saw in the files, did you read the Epstein files? Clearly you didn't, sir. So I'm going to read something from you. This is directly from the Epstein files, okay? This is eyewitness that experienced Donald Trump and Epstein together. During one of Doe's, obviously name redacted, encounters with Epstein, he took her to Mar-a-Lago, where he introduced her to its owner, Donald J. Trump. Introducing 14-year-old Doe to Donald J. Trump, Epstein elbowed Trump playfully, asking him, referring to Doe, of course, "This is a good one, right?" Trump smiled and nodded in agreement. They both chuckled, and Doe felt uncomfortable, but at the time was too young to understand why. See,
now what's that mean? This is a good one.
What does that mean?
What's that mean?
What does that? Yeah. Is that what you just asked? What does that mean?
Yeah. What does that mean? This is a good one. What are they talking about?
Oh, really? You can't connect the dots there. You can't connect the dots there, Mo. Mo, you can't
Well,
connect
I mean,
the dots
I don't
there,
believe
man.
that Trump knew that.
Come on.
I don't believe Trump knew that Epstein was sexually assaulting minors. So why you're just assuming that Trump was when he said this is
So
a good
wait,
one?
let
he
me
was
ask
like,
you a
"Hey,
question.
this is a good
So
one
what
for
you're
me
telling
sexually
me is
assault."
he didn't know he was already convicted for sex-related crimes
When
with
he was
minors.
when he got
He
convicted,
was
he
doing
got
weird
kicked, he kicked
shit.
him out.
Hold on. This is
No.
your. Hold
When he
on,
was
Mo.
convicted, he kicked him out.
Mo, I don't want to have to kick you. I want you to listen. So what you're telling me is he didn't know that he had already been arrested for sex-related crimes with
Charged.
minors. He didn't. Wait. He was arrested. You just admitted you wouldn't
Yes,
let
charged.
some. Excuse me, Mo. You just admitted you wouldn't let someone around your children, regardless of whether they were charged, if they were arrested for.
I don't let anybody around my children.
Mo, stop it. Trump wouldn't let you sleep on his doormat. Stop being so defensive. Listen.
I wouldn't let a Catholic priest around my children.
Well, then why are you letting? Why would you let Trump around your children? Yes or no?
If I was there, yeah, I would let it.
No. That's not what I asked you. I asked you, would you let Trump babysit your children in private? Yes or no?
I don't let anybody babysit.
But that's not what I asked you. Would you let Trump babysit your children in private? Yes or no? Can you answer the question, yes or no?
I wouldn't let anybody babysit.
That's not what I asked you.
So
I said, would you let Trump babysit your children if you weren't present? Yes or no?
And I said, I don't let anybody babysit my children.
So, guys, let me be clear. I've gone through the fact that they are in a violation of federal law by not releasing all of these files. This guy denied it. He says Trump didn't know he was arrested for a sex-related offense involving a minor in 2005.
Never said that.
Let me play something. You know what? Let me go a different route for you because you seem to be someone who's going to be a little bit more difficult to convince. So I'm going to do you a favor. I don't normally go out on a limb, Mo. All right? But I'm going to give you a chance. Okay? And this is really, I'm telling you, with me, this is a big deal. I'm going to play something on my live. And I want you to listen to it. And we're going to talk about it. I'm going to put you on hold. And I want you to listen to my live. And we're going to talk about it after. Okay?
Okay.
I'm putting you on hold so that way it doesn't play back in your phone. And you just turn on my live, unmute it, and listen to this clip. Thank you. Okay? Mo?
Yep. Got it.
Okay, I'm putting you on hold. All right, I love you. Hang on there. You're going to be A-okay. I promise you. I'm going to rock you to sleep. All right, everybody, let's pull up without even using the Epstein files. I'm going to pull up a clip of Donald Trump telling a 10-year-old girl that I'll be dating her in 10 years. Normally people concede, right? When we talk about these issues, and now we're talking about obstruction of justice and their refusal to comply with an already passed law in the Epstein Transparency Act, normally people concede. But Mo here doesn't want to concede. So we're going to play a clip of Donald Trump telling a 10-year-old girl, I'll be dating you in 10 years. And I want to ask Mo what he thinks about that.
Okay, you start and I'm ready.
In the wake of questions and allegations about Donald Trump's behavior towards women, ET discovered this footage in our archive, which we provided to CBS News.
Soon. Thursday night. You're going up the escalator? I'm going to be dating her in 10 years. Can you believe it?
Let's play that one more time for Mo to make sure he heard it.
Soon. Thursday night. You're going up the escalator? I'm going to be dating her in 10 years. Can you believe it?
Now let's bring Mo back on the phone and let's ask Mo, instead of trying to convince him that they didn't comply with the law instead of trying to convince him that files were removed, 16 as a matter of fact, 16 files were removed after the Department of Justice posted them. They removed them from the website in non-compliance with the law. By the way, they're not allowed to do that. Instead of trying to convince him that he had an inappropriate relationship with Epstein, let's see what Mo says about this example not related to the Epstein files. Mo, are you there?
Yo.
Mo, did you hear that clip?
Yeah. What did you say now?
Did you hear that clip on my live stream, Mo?
Yeah, I heard it.
And Mo, what are your thoughts?
I mean, it's pure comedy, you know? For an adorable little girl, and he was just giving a compliment to the parents, just letting her know that, you know, she's just a pretty girl, and, you know, I mean, just a joke. Look.
So, Mo, there you go, everybody. There's your example right here. Mo doesn't care what adults say to children. Mo, let me give you a hypothetical scenario. Let's say that you're walking in the mall. You sit down at Annie Ann's to get a pretzel with honey mustard, my favorite, by the way. Maybe a little chocolate or vanilla milkshake, whatever you like best. And a grown man walks up and sits beside your daughter and says, "Hey, I'll be dating you in 10 years. What's your reaction?"
I'm going to laugh and say, yeah, all right, buddy.
Would you let that person around your children anymore, Mo?
I mean, if I didn't feel that if I thought that there was something sick about that person, absolutely not. If I felt like that person was telling a joke and I knew that person and I knew that they weren't like a sick fuck, I mean, a joke's a joke.
So, Mo, you think it's a joke to groom young girls and say, "I'll be dating you in 10 years"? You know that's grooming, right?
I don't think that's a grooming. I think that was just a sarcastic joke. I think that that's just another way of saying, "Oh, she's adorable. You know, she's going to be very pretty when she gets older."
Mike, Mo, you don't think it's inappropriate to say to a 10-year-old, "I'll be dating you in 10 years"?
Well, when people tell jokes, they say a lot of inappropriate stuff. Have you ever seen like a Chris Rock stand-up special or Dave Chappelle stand-up special? They say fucked up stuff.
Not to children, Mo. Not to children. It's not acceptable to say to children, Mo.
They say a lot worse stuff than that.
No, Mo, it's not acceptable to say to children, Mo. And every parent in here, every parent in my chat would tell you you're wrong. Mo, if every parent in my chat is telling you wrong, do you still think you're right?
Every parent in your chat has PBS. So, I mean, I really can't listen to what they say.
Mo, what are the three branches of government?
I didn't take that literal at all.
Mo, what are the three branches of government?
The executive branch, I don't fucking know off the top of my head.
You have TDS. You don't even know the three branches of government. You don't even know the three branches of government. You have TDS. Yee. You have TDS, Mo. I tried to give you an opportunity. If you are a Trump supporter, call in 908-652-3703. 908-652-3703 if you are a Trump supporter. Guys, real quick, hold on one second. I'm just going to get I'm going to get a drink. I would appreciate everybody hitting the share button, tapping the thumbs up button. If you want me to keep taking calls, I'll be right back in 1 second. Would appreciate if you guys would hit that.
Call from.
Hey, hold on 1 second, okay?
All right.
I'm just going to put you on hold really quick here. 1 second, everybody. 1 second, everyone. I just have to grab a drink. 1 second, dude. All right, we're back, folks. Let's get to the next guest here. Let's get to the next guest. What's going on, dude? What's your first name?
Mary?
Mary?
No, Mary.
What is it?
Mary with an E. It's Mary.
Mary?
Mike Echo.
All right,
Romeo,
are you a Trump
Romeo,
supporter?
Yankee.
Romeo? Yeah. Oh, okay. All right, Mary, go ahead.
Yep, I'm a Trump supporter.
Thoughts on them being in violation of federal law and not releasing the Epstein files? Are you upset? Are you concerned? Are you what's the take? Guys, real quick before you continue, dude. Guys, real quick before he continues, I would appreciate contributing to the super chat goal, hitting the share button, hitting the thumbs up button. If you guys have not followed yet, make sure you hit the follow button. We're live almost every single day having conversations about whatever the hot political topic is. So I'm also on TikTok, same name, adamcrai. Follow the account with like over 150,000 followers. There's another one too on there with like 30 or 40,000 followers. Follow that one as well. Go ahead, dude.
Oh, sorry, I still hear you talking.
Sorry.
Oh no, there it stopped. Okay.
Yeah, turn the live stream off so you don't hear that. Go ahead.
Got it. All right. So, yeah, you were saying the Epstein list? Well, no, first of all, I think it's great that you and the other streamers are talking about it, bringing it up. So it's, I think, compared to like the other Democratic leaders, like you guys are right now just like the front line of this. So I do appreciate that. I don't know any Trump supporters that are happy with the release right now.
I can tell you, Mary, here's the thing, right? And I've been streaming political stuff. I'm new to YouTube. I've only been on here debating seriously about a month. And I imagine it will grow like it did my TikTok, but I'm mostly on TikTok or started on TikTok. And I can tell you that a lot of Trump supporters defend this. They defend this. They defend the release. You just heard a Trump supporter up here defending the release. They are in violation of federal law. So the question then becomes why? Why is there a concerted effort to keep this information from the American public? Tinker, thank you for being a member for 5 months. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I just think it's, we get to be around to find out. Like, I'm a little bit, I guess, a little butthurt and confused. Like, as my president, he took off running when he first got in there. So a release like that, all just the pages of black, like, man, like that's just pitiful. Like that's not what we voted for at all.
Agreed.
But at the same time, there's, I'm curious. I want to see where it goes and how it ends up. I want it to be a good ending. I have more faith in it being, Trump still being a good guy. So I'm holding out. Maybe there's going to be something good that'll come out of this. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know any Republicans that are happy about it. This is the first time I've ever heard anybody actually defending it. But,
Mary, I got to be honest with you.
Actually talking about
you seem like an all right guy. Let me explain to you. I talk to more Trump supporters than you do. I talk to them every day, all day, and I can tell you they have regularly defended it, tried to make excuses for it. More before this yesterday, because obviously before yesterday, but I've been claiming since the summer there was a concerted effort to conceal the files. When Deputy Attorney General went and sat down with Ghislaine Maxwell, quid pro quo during that proffer, Donald Trump claiming it was a hoax, Donald Trump trying to convince Republicans not to sign on to the discharge petition, the director of the FBI, Kash Patel, testifying under oath that no young girls were trafficked to anyone but Epstein, and there's no evidence otherwise. Dan Bongino walking out of the FBI once he found out that Trump was in the Epstein files. All of this is connected. There was if you didn't know, Pam Bondi initially requesting that Kash Patel send her all the Epstein files and him lying, saying he sent them all, and then they discovered there were thousands, a truckload still at a New York field office. There's been an effort to keep this from the American public. And so, Mary, what you have to ask yourself, okay, is if you want to draw a line in the sand and you want to say enough is enough, it's very clear now. They don't want the American people to see this. So then the question becomes, why?
Why don't they want the people to see it?
Yep.
Well, hopefully it's because a bunch of them are going to get in trouble. And I think eventually we are going to see it. I'm really
a bunch of
curious
them
to
who?
see
You mean Trump?
Trump. I kind of doubt Trump. And the reason why is because there's already been so many victims that have had the opportunity to say things about him. I know there's still probably a chance.
Let me be clear, Mary. Mary, how many victims of Epstein are there?
Oh, I have no idea.
Take a guess.
Operating for years. I mean, shoot, 400 to 4,000. I couldn't tell you.
Close to 2,000. We've not heard from even 50% of these victims, not 20%. You know why? Because they're scared to come forward. They've been attempting to compile a list independently to read on the House floor, and they're not sure they can do it because they're concerned about their safety and these rich billionaires taking retaliatory measures against some of these survivors. I like to refer to them as survivors rather than victims because they survived. You're going to have to make a decision. Is this the line in the sand for you? Are you a father?
Well, I'm not a father, no.
Okay. Do you have?
I work
are
in
you
school
an uncle?
systems. But
Are you an uncle?
I'm an uncle.
Okay. And you said you work in the school systems?
Oh, yeah.
Do you consider yourself?
I guess they technically got a lot of kids. So.
Do you consider yourself a defender of children?
I'd say so.
Then this needs to be your line in the sand. Your unwavering support for Trump, you need to let go of that. This is clear. There's no disputing this now. There were 16 files that were let's forget just not being in compliance with federal law in terms of the Epstein Transparency Act. There was 16 files removed that were already uploaded. So they uploaded 16 files and then took them down. People downloaded them and were able to point out where they deleted certain photos. One of those photos I'll bring up on the live stream right now for people just joining was a picture coincidentally of Donald Trump. It had Donald Trump in it. I'm pulling it up on the live stream now. It was a picture in a frame of Donald Trump in a drawer. Why are they deleting photos already uploaded? And why didn't they comply with federal law and release all of these files within 30 days like the law specifically stated?
Okay, so deleting the photos after uploading, like that's definitely concerning. And I also just want to correct, maybe not unwavering support of Trump. I mean, I didn't say I'm, that far, but I mean, I still want to, I want it to be good for everybody, but yeah, no, deleting photos that have already been uploaded, that's one thing. And I don't know if you saw one streamer, Asmongold, when he pulled it up, but dear God, he just opens it up, puts the scroll down, and that thing is just black screen.
What streamer did
it? The Roach Lord, Asmongold.
Oh, Asmongold, yeah.
He pulls it up, and he just puts the scroll bar down, and that thing is just black screen after black screen.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like just a whole bunch of. It was pitiful.
Yeah, it was pitiful.
And you know what? And that was probably one of the biggest things that's kind of put a dent. Like, I got my eye on you, Mr. Trump, now, but yeah, I still wanted to have a good ending. But I mean, here's the thing: I don't think there's any good side up there. I don't think our last vice president or Biden. I don't think any of them. I don't think anybody's going to be safe once there's going to be a full release. And eventually, I think it's going to come up. I think in this day and age in technology, kudos to one thing. At least it's bringing both sides together. At least from what like I said, watching your stream earlier, that's the first time I heard Republicans approve the release.
Mm.
No, I think from everyone who I've talked to in my area, no, none of the Republicans are happy about it. It's not going to make them stop supporting Trump, but I mean, there's some serious eyebrow raising.
But why not, Mary?
Everyone I've talked to
Mary,
publicly
Mary,
disapproves.
why
it.
is this only causing an eyebrow raise? Why is this not the line in the sand? And let me be clear about something. You're right about one thing. This is not about political affiliation. This is about our country. The way our system operates as a democratic constitutional republic, it relies on, right, people trusting the integrity of the system. If people don't trust the integrity of the system, and we're witnessing corruption so blatantly right in front of our face right now, I believe the consequences are severe. I'm talking about the collapse of our entire system. That's how serious I think this is. Why is it only causing an eyebrow raise for you? Why is this not a line in the sand?
Well, I mean, to a degree, it actually really is a line in the sand to be raising an eyebrow at something like this, because a lot of people like Trump. And I mean, I feel like there's a lot of good feeling that comes with being a Republican. There's so much craziness going on with the left. It's just like you can't even begin to sort of justify some of the things there. But when something like this happens, it's like, well, hold on, like you got my attention now. It's just like, we're going to have some serious here and talking tos. And I mean, I don't see why anybody would be against it. And being against the release, maybe there is still like a little tactical release side of this, like the people who've approached Democratic leaders who immediately shut them down and say, like, no, we're not talking about this. Like, well, why not? It's like, you're talking about it. You're a Democratic streamer, or not. I don't know if you're a Democrat or not, but you stream on the anti-Trump side of the fence. There's a lot of others that do it too, but nobody on the top end of leadership's trying to make it
clear.
for it. So
I'm
what are
not
they hiding?
streaming on the anti-Trump side of the fence. I'm streaming on the pro-Constitution, pro-Republic side of the fence. That is anti-Trump. Now, again, all I encourage you to do is to really look into this a little bit deeper, because you need to ask yourself the question. I'm going to ask you right now, and I want you to answer. Why would you go to such lengths to conceal this information from the American public? Please answer.
Can they? Can they actually really successfully?
They're doing it right now. We're not just we're not just talking about not complying with the Epstein Transparency Act and not releasing it all right away. Sending your deputy attorney general to sit down with Ghislaine Maxwell prior to her testimony in front of the Oversight Committee, calling it a hoax. The director of the FBI perjuring himself, claiming there's no evidence any young girls were trafficked to anyone but Epstein himself. Claiming now there's no Rolodex, even though he built an entire career on social media, that the former director of the FBI was in possession of a Rolodex. Pam Bondi claiming the list was on her desk. Suddenly that list does not exist. Pam Bondi requesting from Kash Patel to turn over all of the Epstein files, him turning over 200-something files, and then her claiming, hey, I just became aware there's thousands of files at an FBI field office. There is an unlimited amount of reasons. Let's talk about Dan Bongino. You know who Dan Bongino is, right?
Is he a former FBI guy or
no? He was the deputy director of the FBI, but he was a podcaster prior to this. Claimed the Epstein files were extremely important. They could destroy our democratic constitutional republic. He walked out of the FBI when he found out Trump was in the files. When Pam Bondi informed him he was in the files, he walked out. He just announced 2 days before the release of the Epstein files he's resigning from the FBI in January. You know what else is a coincidence? The same Ghislaine Maxwell, the already convicted violent sex offender that they had a proffer with, quid pro quo, and moved her to a minimum security prison just because she simply said Trump wasn't engaged in any unethical or criminal behavior, filed a motion with a federal court in her habeas corpus petition. Coincidentally, a day before the release of the Epstein files. This has been a coordinated effort. All I can encourage you to do is to connect the dots and realize you're being played. You're being played. it's for the Republic or it's for Trump. Which one do you want?
For the Republic or for Trump? I mean, okay, so the Republic or Trump, I don't really, either way. Hold up a second.
You know the answer.
I think you kind of lost me in the sauce over there. There's a couple things you talked about.
Sure, go ahead. Ask me.
So, okay, I'm still
I'll
kind of on
clarify
the fence whether or not they can
anything
really.
you're confused about. I'll clarify.
Yeah, I guess I'm still majorly confused about the not being able to release them with the framework that we did put in place to actually release it. You're right.
So
you're saying that it's against the law what they're doing. That they need to.
I'm not saying it is against the law. Let me read a statement from the Oversight Dems. It's pretty accurate. Donald Trump and the Department of Justice are now violating federal laws. They continue covering up the facts and evidence about Jeffrey Epstein's decades-long billion-dollar international sex trafficking ring. For months, Pam Bondi has denied survivors the transparency and accountability they have demanded and deserve, and has defied the Oversight Committee's subpoena. The Department of Justice is now making it clear it intends to defy Congress as well, even as it gives star treatment to Epstein's convicted co-conspirator Ghislaine Maxwell. Courts around the country have repeatedly intervened when this administration has broken the law. We are now examining all legal options in the face of this violation of federal law. The survivors of this nightmare deserve justice. The co-conspirators must be held accountable, and the American people deserve complete transparency from the DOJ. It's not about Democrat or Republican. At this point, it's about the continuation of our democratic constitutional republic and whether or not you want that or you want Trump. And I can promise you, Mary, he doesn't give a fuck about you.
Yeah, I really doubt he does give a fuck about me. I mean, I'm fully prepared. Like, if this is going to be something that winds up, Trump being in really big trouble. If he did something bad, no, we want to see him actually brought to justice. And also, just to also be clear, like, I kind of generalize things Republican, Democrat. I don't even really consider myself fully Republican. Like, maybe more MAGA than anything. Like Sherry Lay's saying, don't really, know anything about traditional Republican values. There's a lot of things about Republicans I disagree with. But like I said, the framework that they put out, like, they can't not release it. And if they try to block it from being released, those systems need to be taken down.
Well, the problem is, Mary, the problem is that when they are the Department of Justice. They're who's there to enforce the law federally. They are there whose purpose is to protect the interests of the American people. And when you're the person breaking the law, there's not much you can do. You can initiate contempt proceedings. You can file referrals, right? You can do things, right? But it's the
But what are they doing now?
Well, it's only been a day since it happened. So the next thing they're going to do, look, here's the thing, right? The committee needs to refer the matter for criminal prosecution under federal law, 18 USA 1519, which penalizes evidence tampering. The second thing they need to do is collaborate with other congressional bodies and legal experts to pursue some of these remedies. What they are, I don't specifically know yet, but I believe it's going to be initiating contempt proceedings. Let me address something really quick in the chat here. Sherry Lee, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Says, let's just get this out there. MAGAs aren't Republicans. They don't know anything about traditional Republican values. MAGAs are rhinos. Let's be clear. That is correct. MAGA is not conservative or Republican, and true conservatives know that. So if you're a Republican, if you're a conservative and it's about your beliefs, understand Trump isn't a true representative of those values. Okay?
Yeah, no, and I'd say that probably follows accurately how my values are. I don't consider myself full-on Republican or conservative either, so I'm just more of a Trump fan than anything.
Well, hey, listen, man, I suggest you move on. I really do. You know, Are you
Hey, you know
an
what?
American
Like-
patriot or are you a Trump supporter? That's what this comes down to.
Hey, like I said, I'm willing to move on. But it's like I haven't given out absolute hope yet. Like you said, tomorrow they got to start filing some things. I am full on
Well,
paying
Monday,
attention.
not
wanting to see
tomorrow,
how this-
Monday. But
Monday.
Yeah, tomorrow's Sunday. But
Well,
all righty.
we'll get it. We'll get it Monday.
All right.
But I appreciate you.
all right, buddy. Take
keeping
care.
up the good work.
Yep. Take care.
Drive safe.
Be well. All right, everybody. If you are a Trump supporter and you're looking to speak to me, call in 908-652-3703. The phone lines are open. Let me read some comments until we get there. Somebody saying Patriot Thomas Massey. Well, listen, I don't love Massey, but Massey is absolutely correct in what they're saying here.
David.
David, what's going on? Are you a Trump supporter, David?
I sure am.
All right, David.
How about yourself?
No, let's hear your take.
Well, I'm going to tell you what I see, if you're going to allow me to speak. All right? What I've seen is I saw the documentary on Netflix on the Epstein files. What I did notice is there were 31 complainants. I know there's a lot more people that I've had issues with or whatnot, or with the trial or whatever happened or whatnot. Of those 31 people, nobody complained or said anything about Donald Trump. What I've seen for the past 5 years is nothing arise with prior administration over the files. My questions to you is, why wasn't it released prior?
You mean under the Biden administration?
Sure.
Yeah. So because there was an appeal process going on, Ghislaine Maxwell's. Hold on. I don't need you to reaffirm. Can you
he had a Department of
excuse me,
Justice as
can
well,
you stop
remember?
talking? Can you stop talking? Remember I let you
Remember?
talk? Remember I let you talk and I didn't speak? You have to keep your mouth shut when I'm talking. All right, big dog, calm down. So number one, right, let's talk about this. During the Biden administration, there was an appeal process going on for the Ghislaine Maxwell case. That didn't expire until, as far as her direct appeals go, September 2024. She officially got rejected by the Supreme Court in October 2025. According to federal law, they were sealed by the court. It wouldn't have been able to be released under the Biden administration.
Yeah, so it wasn't released.
Couldn't have
What
been,
I did
it couldn't
see,
have
and I'm
been
gonna tell you-
released.
I'm gonna
It
tell you-
couldn't have been released.
I'm going to tell you again what I do see. What I did see is Donald Trump sign a paper on TV to release the files. What I did see is Donald Trump sign the papers to reopen the government, because you speak in narratives. You speak in things that people actually don't see, right?
Is it my
what
turn?
I did see,
So Trump
what I
didn't sign
did
the Epstein
see is
Transparency
another
Act.
documentary.
Trump signed the
What I
Transparency
did
Act
see,
because
what
there
I
was a
did see is
supermajority.
another
You're wrong.
documentary where Joe Biden sexually harassed a lady. I saw that documentary as well. It's on
What's
Netflix.
her name?
What I did see,
What's her
Joe
name?
Biden sniffed their heads. Remember that? When
No, I don't
Joe
remember
Biden would
that.
sniff children's heads?
I don't care about Joe Biden.
Would you let Joe Biden?
I don't
Would
care
you
about
let
Joe
Biden babysit your child?
Joe Biden's not the president. I don't care
Would
about
you
Joe
let
Biden.
Joe Biden?
I
Oh, your
couldn't care
people
less.
do.
Probably
The
not.
people that watch you do.
I couldn't
So
care
would
less.
you
No, they
let
don't.
Joe Biden?
The people
Joe,
that watch
would
me
you
are
let
for
Joe
the truth.
Biden babysit your child?
Joe Biden's not the
Would
president.
you
I
let
could care less
whatever?
about Joe Biden.
I don't
No.
want to say it wrong because you're going to get offended. Kamala. Would you let Kamala babysit your child?
If you don't say her name correct, I'm going to kick you. Her name's Kamala. You don't mispronounce black women's name in my life.
Kamala. Would
It's
you let Kamala, drunk Kamala, babysit your child?
Drunk Kamala, you're drunk. You sound drunk right now.
I'm not
you
drunk.
clown. So let me
Don't
explain
get
something.
angry, man. I'm just telling you what
Can
I
I speak
see.
or
I'm
do I have
telling
to
you what I
silence
see.
you? Is it my turn to speak or do I
Go ahead.
silence you? Okay. Trump didn't sign he had to sign the Transparency Act. Do you know what a veto-proof bill is?
Oh, go ahead and explain to me. Go ahead and explain to me what Donald Trump actually did, because he
What's
signed
a
it. Go ahead.
veto-proof bill?
I asked you to explain it to me what Donald Trump signed.
I
Go
just
ahead and
asked
explain
you,
it
what
to me
is a
what Donald
veto?
Trump did.
Excuse me, sir.
I'm asking you.
Either
I'm asking you to explain
answer,
it to me.
or I'll kick you. Say I don't know, and I'll answer, or I'll
I
kick you.
don't know what Donald
Okay.
Trump did.
So a veto-proof bill means there was a supermajority, meaning they could override the veto. They had unanimous consent in the Senate. Do you know what unanimous consent means?
Means that everybody agreed.
It means that 100 senators greenlit the bill. There was only one nay vote in the House, meaning he had no choice but to sign the Epstein Transparency Act. They could override
And that
the
couldn't
veto.
happen last year?
Can I ask,
So that couldn't happen last year?
what couldn't happen last year?
The same veto, the same sign, the same agreement. Because
Last
nothing
year?
in the case has changed. Yeah,
No,
last year.
there was an appeal process going on, meaning the files would have been
Last
redacted.
year in 2024.
Yes, I already answered this question. You not accepting my answer doesn't count. I already told
No,
you
it's
the answer
because
is
I'm half
no.
retarded. Can you explain to me that?
Sorry,
can
you
explain
can't
to
use
me
that word
what
on
happened
here.
last year again?
Have a good day. You can't use that word on here. You cannot use slurs on here. Once again, I've stated this multiple times. The Ghislaine Maxwell case was under appeal. I said it multiple times. Her final appeal wasn't rejected until October 2025 by the Supreme Court. That sealed this case by the courts. No, it couldn't have been released. You screaming over me doesn't matter. If you are a Trump supporter, call in. 908-652-3703. You know, I've had some good conversations so far. That was the first troglodyte that I spoke to. But if you're a Trump supporter, call in. 908-652-3703. Let's hear your take on this. Let's hear your take on this Epstein stuff. Let's hear your take. Let's see if we get some respectful people here.
Call from
Joe.
What's going on, Joe? How are you? Are you a Trump supporter, Joseph?
Good. I'm doing well.
Okay.
Hey, so Maxwell's case was sealed. Why wasn't SB?
Didn't I just speak to you? Don't call in again, you weirdo. Can I get a new person? 908-652-3703. 908-652-3703. If you disagree, if you agree, whatever the case is, here's what it comes down to, folks. If you want to fight for the republic, if you want to be a real patriot, we need to stop playing these games with our politicians. Our politicians are full of shit. And the unwavering support for Donald Trump is highly concerning. I just freed up the phone lines. All you have to do is pick up your phone and dial 908-652-3703. Let me go to the chat really quick while we're waiting for a call. Let me go to the chat really quick. Perry 840, what's going on? Malin Bates, what's going on, Malin Bates? We got a new caller here.
David.
David, what's going on? What's your take, David? Are you a Trump supporter, and what's your thoughts?
Oh, I'm a major league Trump supporter. Basically, he's the best person that we've had as presidency in the last 60 years plus.
Okay, so thoughts on them
and
thoughts about them being in direct violation of federal law today. In there, it's not funny, David. It's serious.
What Democratic politician hasn't been embraced for the law and everything else? What have they done? He's gone out. Chuck Schumer went out on the courts and stairs at the Supreme Court, says if you vote on this, you're going to be paying for it. And he called out their names. That is not. The Democrats allowed all these protesters to go to the Supreme Court's homes and protest in front of them. Not supposed to happen.
What do you mean? What are you talking about with the Supreme Court now?
Okay, when the Supreme Court basically, when the anti-abortion, they changed it.
Again, David. What's your name? Is your name David?
Yes, it is.
David, listen to me.
Okay.
I asked you, what are your thoughts about the Department of Justice, right? Todd Blanche and Pam Bondi. Do you know who they are?
Yes.
Who's Todd Blanche?
Well, I don't know everybody's names.
I'm asking
So
you. It's okay to say I have no idea who Todd Blanche is.
Okay.
Who's Todd Blanche, David?
I don't have any idea.
Okay.
You
Todd
tell me,
Blanche.
for me yourself.
Yes, David, this isn't me trying to dunk on you. This is me trying to have a
No, because
conversation with you. Where we can,
you can't.
David,
I hear what you support.
I promise you, I am much more informed on this topic than you. I want to have a conversation with you where we can both come out of this conversation better. You don't know who the Deputy Attorney General of the country is. Todd Blanche was Donald Trump's personal attorney. He defended him in his criminal cases. He was his lead defense attorney in the case he was criminally prosecuted in New York 10 days before the inauguration, in which he received an unconditional discharge. Pam Bondi is the attorney general. So Pam Bondi and Pam Bondi's the attorney general. Todd Blanche is the deputy attorney general. They passed legislation, right, called the Epstein Transparency Act. There was one nay vote in the House, and it passed with unanimous consent in the Senate. The president signed it because it was a veto-proof bill. He had no choice. Before that, he tried to convince Republicans not to sign on to the discharge petition. He didn't want this to go to the floor. But it passed. They had 30 days to release it. They waited till the 30th day, and they released part of it, a small percentage of it, highly redacted. The law stated all non-exempt Epstein files must be released by the Department of Justice in downloadable format, and any redactions must be explained to Congress. They didn't do that. How do you feel about the fact that they're deliberately in violation of federal law?
Okay, can I run something by you?
Are you going to answer the question?
2016. Basically, let me run something by you and let me know what you think. 2016, Donald Trump became president. Democrats started raising hell about releasing those Jeffrey Epstein's, all that. From 2016 to 2020, just constantly harassing him, trying to impeach him twice. 2020, Democrats didn't say anything more about it once Joe Biden became president. Oh, then in 2024, guess what? The Democrats stalled over again. Why didn't they do it while they were in presidency?
Sure.
Why didn't they have it done?
Sure, no problem. It's easy to answer. So first of all, Jeffrey Epstein was last arrested on July 6, 2019. That's when the last arrest, the big arrest for the human trafficking occurred, okay? Under the Trump administration, not the Biden administration. Ghislaine Maxwell was arrested, right, and convicted, and then the appeals process was occurring under the Biden administration. She was last rejected in her direct appeals in September 2024, and the Supreme Court rejected her last appeal in October 2025. She filed a habeas corpus petition yesterday. It was sealed by the court. The president doesn't have unanimous consent. So besides the fact that the president is supposed to maintain a clear boundary with the Department of Justice, he does not have the authority to unseal court-sealed documents. That's why it wasn't released.
There are things the president can do and cannot do. There are things the president can do without Congress.
But Trump had the ability to do it.
I don't know anything about
I answered your question. Can you respond to mine now, since I answered your question thoroughly? Why are they deliberately? Why? I answered your question thoroughly. Why are they deliberately in violation of federal law, refusing to comply with the Epstein Transparency Act? They should have released all the files yesterday, and we don't have a small percentage of these files. Secondly, a lot of them, they're 95% redacted, which was also not supposed to happen. Can you answer, please?
Why'd they black out all the names? Because they're protecting a lot of people.
Okay.
Do you think the Democrats will have something to do with that also?
They wanted to protect people. Can you look at my live stream really quick? I have something to reveal to you. I have something to reveal to you, sir. David, listen to me. Listen to me. I have something.
Never been called it, sir.
Listen to me, David. I have something to reveal to you. I need you to look at my live stream. I'm going to prove the obstruction of justice to you right now. On my live stream, I am posting a photograph, okay, of a picture, which includes a picture of Donald Trump inside a picture frame of a drawer. 16 of these files, now confirmed by multiple media outlets, including the Associated Press, that the Department of Justice uploaded these 16 files yesterday as a part of their 10% or less than 10% dump first phase release of the Epstein files. They removed them after they dumped them. This further proves obstruction of justice. Why would you post them and then remove them? Why would you post them and then remove them, David?
Okay. Basically,
answer
you see
the
that
question,
picture
David. Answer the question, David.
Where did that picture get taken from?
That picture is from the Epstein files.
Basically,
David.
Epstein used to go to Mar-a-Lago.
David, that's not what I
Epstein
asked
got
you.
kicked out of Mar-a-Lago
David.
Because
why did they delete 16 photographs that were already uploaded?
I have no idea.
Uploaded as a David, let me finish. Why did they delete 16 photos that were already uploaded as a part of the Phase 1 release of the Epstein files? First of all, they were supposed to release all of them. They were supposed to give explanations for the redactions, none of which they did. But furthermore, now 16 files that they already uploaded have been deleted from the website. By the way, Lee's7680, thank you for becoming a tadpole, Lee's. Guys, becoming a member of the channel really helps the channel. If you guys enjoy the content, I would appreciate becoming a member of the YouTube channel here, but make sure you guys follow so you don't miss these live streams. Marxist, thank you for becoming a tadpole, bro. Appreciate you, buddy. What's the answer? David?
Okay. I forget what the damn question was now, man.
The question is, why would they not only not comply with the release, not explain redactions, but furthermore, delete 16 photos that were already uploaded as a part of the first phase release?
I don't know. So,
David,
David,
you seem like David. Listen to me. David, listen to me. You seem like an all right guy. Listen to me. You know the answer. You know damn well the answer, David.
No.
Are you going to place David? What's more important to you? The future, David.
I know the answer, but I don't know.
David, what's more? I want you to answer this for me. What's more important for you? The future of this country or Donald Trump? And Fletcher Sketch, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. Fletcher Sketch, let's go. W. Fletcher Sketch in the chat for the 10 gifted memberships. A bunch of you just received memberships from Fletcher Sketch. Let's go. Go ahead, David. Let's hear this go. And Marxist, thank you for the $2 super chat. Tadpoles rise up. Let's fucking go.
Okay, what was that about? Trump or this country?
Yeah. Like, what's more important to you? Okay. You know why they deleted them, David, because he's in them, David.
I fought and killed for this country. And I'd do it again for Trump because he's the leader. I did it for who I did it for when they were in office. I will do it again. This country is the greatest, and the Democrats have let all these people cross these borders who basically brought this country down and is tearing it down. And all these protesters out there praising Palestine and basically getting them statehood and everything else, these other countries, they needed us in World War II.
David,
and they're doing this now. Look what they have done to themselves.
David, did you say you'd kill for this country for Trump? We, the people, control this country.
I would kill
David.
The country got in a war.
David, we control this country. We, the people, not the president. We put the president in there. He works for us.
Okay.
Don't ever say that again.
Yeah, we do.
Don't ever say that again, David.
Really?
The president doesn't run shit. He works for us, David. You are ass backwards.
Yeah, okay. No, I think basically you have a lot of supporters who are dumb as hell and basically listen to everything what you have to say, what other Democrats have to say. And the fact of the matter is, you're a bunch of fucking morons.
All right, David, listen. You can't be saved. Is there a cave anywhere?
Okay.
Is there a cave
That's
near
all
you?
right, because
Marxist, thank you so
Marxist,
thank you so much for the $2 super chat. David, here's what I'm going to tell you right now. And Brown Eyed Girl, thank you for becoming a Muppet Masher. Let's go. David, listen to me. I'm going to give you one last chance. Is there a cave?
Yeah, what?
Is there
Redeeming
a cave?
myself or
Is
what?
there a cave anywhere near your home?
A what?
A cave.
A cave?
Yes.
Yeah, my apartment. I live in Texas. Now we
David,
have I live in San Antonio.
David,
we don't have a whole lot of caves there.
David, I can't save you. You're in love with a man who wouldn't let you sleep on his doormat. I gave you an opportunity. I wanted you to come through and see the obvious corruption and concealment. David, let me play something. David, I'm going to play something for you. I've done this already once tonight, and I'm going to maybe give you one last.
I don't want you to play anything.
David, I'm going to give you one last ditch effort. David, I'm going to put you on hold. I want you to listen to the live stream.
Never effing mind, guy. I'm hanging the F up because you're
Go find a cave, troglodyte. Go find a cave. All right, let's move on from that. Sorry about that, folks. We ran into someone who was unwilling to listen to logic. If you'd like to call in, 908-652-3703.
Call from
Rich.
Rich, what's going on, dude? How are you?
Oh, I can't believe you picked up.
Of course.
I'm
What's going on?
Getting over
man?
a cold.
What was that?
I'm getting over a cold.
That's okay, buddy. What's going on?
I was just wondering what you're questioning about.
Well, the question now, right? The extreme rides. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Let's go, adamcrai. Yeah, somebody called me Cray in my TikTok live earlier. Thank you, the extreme rides. Appreciate you coming over on YouTube and watching. So the question: what's your first name?
Rich.
Rich. So the question is,
Richard.
Why is well, do you want me to call you Rich or Richard?
Rich works.
Okay. Well, Rich, my question is, why are they defying federal law by not releasing all of the non-exempt Epstein files? Why have there been redactions with no explanation? And furthermore, why were 16 files removed from the DOJ website that were already uploaded? And I can show proof of that. In fact, it's in the corner of my screen. If you look at my live stream, a picture of Trump in a frame in the drawer in the Epstein files. Amy, and thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Wanted to say I love when you get mad because I can. Thank you. Appreciate you. Go ahead.
Well, you know I can't answer that question, but I do have a good theory about this. I think Trump is a brilliant troll master. So if he keeps this in the minutia, keeps you all talking about it, it exposes it even more. Like all those photos of Bill Clinton, all those. Did you see those?
I'm sorry, what did you say? The second part?
Did you see all the photos of Bill Clinton
Yes.
with those young ladies?
I did. Well, adult women, but yes, go ahead.
No, I'm pretty sure they were teenagers.
Well, Eddie faces were blacked out. I don't know what's what, but I know that he was in there, yeah. What about
Well,
it?
my theory is to keep it going. He's a troll master, just like when he said he's going to have Mexico pay for the wall. You know what I'm saying? It just creates the conversation.
Well,
it creates it creates just like the Epstein thing. The Epstein thing is done, and the only one who's
it's
got
not done, but
anything it's Bill Clinton.
well, here's the thing.
Look at all the photos of that guy.
It's not just Bill
He's not with his wife. He's with a bunch of women that are underage.
Now listen, I'm not here to defend Bill Clinton. I don't even like Bill Clinton, as a matter of fact. I don't like
you hate
I don't
Trump.
like the Clintons either.
You hate Trump, and you want to have anything on Trump, but you don't have anything on Trump.
I
have anything on Trump.
Hold on. I typically don't like politicians, period, as a matter of fact. And I'm not a huge
He's
fan
not
of
a politician.
Well, he is. He's been in politics now for over a decade. So please
No,
let me
he's
finish.
learned how to be the president. He's
Can
learned
I
how to
please
be the
finish?
president better than anybody I've ever seen.
Why would it not keep it going to just release all of them? So you're saying, what about the 16 that were released, including pictures of him that were deleted? How does that play into your theory?
It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to you. It doesn't matter to anybody. But guess what?
Yes, it does.
He keeps it alive in the story. But the Democrats have egg on their face with this. They demanded it because they thought they had something on this guy. They don't have anything on it. Trump's a good man. I'm telling you, man, you guys are being duped.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Can't answer.
Let me ask you a question. So you're telling me the guy who has talked sexually about his daughter has said that he said to a 10-year-old girl, I'll be dating you in 10 years. You're telling me a guy that...
Yeah, I know. So what?
Okay, I'm going to break... Then let me just ask you this way. Let me ask you this way, because you're clearly just going to keep interrupting. Why the concerted effort to conceal this from the American public?
He hasn't concealed anything from them. He just released the
That's
files
not
today,
true.
even more today.
That's not. He's not releasing it.
That's
the
what I'm
Department
watching.
of
I'm
Justice.
watching all the smart people.
You're wrong. You're
I'm
wrong.
listening to all the smart
You're
people.
way
I listened to those for years. Okay,
You're way off.
You guys have been wrong. But hey, let me ask you something.
I've not been
let
wrong.
me ask you something.
I've been right on everything I've
ever
ever said.
Did you believe the Russia collusion hoax? Did you believe the Russia collusion hoax?
And that's not related to what we're talking about. Can I get just
No.
before you pivot,
question,
sir? I'll
did
just
you
hang
believe the
up
Russia
on you if you
collusion
start trying to talk about something from
Good.
2016.
Hang up on me. You're fucking stupid, dude.
Have a good day. You're a clueless little troglodyte who's unwilling to listen to the truth. If you're a Trump supporter who wants to call in 908-652-3703. By the way, he hung up, not me. 908-652-3703. It's remarkable to me. I'm laying out the proof. I'm asking the questions. Very straightforward. I'm trying to be as polite as I possibly can. But yet these Trump supporters are crashing out on me. Why? Why? You have to ask yourself, folks. You have to ask yourself. Let's see who this is now.
Call from
PC.
What's your first name, dude?
PC.
What is it?
PC. I just go by PC.
PC? Hold on a second.
Yeah, like it.
What's your first name, dude?
What's up? My name is Matthew.
What's your name? What's your name?
Matthew.
Matthew, okay. So let's go there. I don't know, that guy's not giving me his name, which is weird. Let's start with Matthew. Hold on one second, Matthew. Hold on one second, okay? Hey, I'm going to do Matthew first, and I'll do you next, okay?
Yeah, no worries.
Hang
I
on.
understand.
Matthew, give me your take on why they're concealing the Epstein files, why they're not in compliance with federal law.
I usually don't keep up with any of the politics anymore. You know, it's just too much.
Matthew, I want to talk to you, bro, but it sounds like you're kind of muffled. Is there any way you can fix that for the chat? I'm just worried about the audience being able to hear you.
Hold on a second.
You sounded kind of muffled there. I need you to talk loud and proud.
Oh, I got this on speaker because my phone don't work any other way.
Oh, you only got it. You can only talk on speaker. It's busted or something.
Yeah, it's not been.
All right, let's try our best. Just talk loud, okay? Go ahead.
All right, I got you. For over this Epstein stuff, man, I'm just over it because so much stuff gets put away. Both parties are involved. I don't care for either one, if that makes it any better.
So you don't care about either
concerning
party,
that they do.
and listen, I get that. Listen, you know, there are a lot of people who are tired of the political bullshit. It's been a consistent mess for many years, but it's very particular when it comes to the Republican Party right now. And I have to ask you, what are your thoughts about them deliberately, blatantly breaking the law and refusing to release these Epstein files within the 30 days, as the law specifically said?
Oh, yeah, it's 100% illegal. I think there should be some justice in on that because censoring information is just not right. Just like the past 4 years, censoring information has just gone too far. I'm glad things are starting to spread light with all the new technology. and everything. So a lot of things are just staying up on the internet because nothing's ever truly deleted. We know that for sure.
You're not wrong about that. But again, I mean, I think specific to this administration, without trying to bring up anything else, does it bother you, right? Because we're talking about a very specific topic here. We're talking about a human trafficking ring. We're talking about someone who engaged in potentially the sexual abuse of minors. This administration has created a conspiracy to conceal that information from the American public. Should they be removed?
Oh, yeah. And I 100% think it's Congress. 100% Congress.
Think what's Congress?
Oh, I think Congress has been the one behind most of this stuff that's been going on.
But
Censoring
Congress passed
information.
the bill. Congress passed the law. Congress passed the law
Right.
that they must release, right? The Department of Justice must release all non-exempt Epstein file-related materials in 30 days in downloadable format to the American people. Why do you think the president and the Department of Justice would be concealing this from the American public? You need to critically analyze this. What's your first name again? Matthew?
You could say Matt or Matthew, don't matter.
Matthew. Why? You need to ask yourself that question. This is important. Why? Think about it. Why would they be doing this? We're talking about something that's pretty serious here. This is not some kind of pushover.
Right. Be honest, critical, man, just politics just ticks me off. I'm trying not to swear. I've been trying really hard about that. I think, yeah, like when you said earlier on your stream, you said about the photos being blocked and being deleted and whatnot.
Well,
yeah,
so in the first phase of release, right? They deleted 16 files that were already uploaded. Why would they do that, Matthew? Why would they work so hard to keep this from the American public?
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's still out there for somebody to see it. Somebody captured images of them.
No, it's not. We caught it because people downloaded the zip prior to them deleting it and realized they had removed certain files. But my question is why? Why are they blatantly violating the law, and why are they deleting files already uploaded? Why are they trying to keep this from the American public? Think for a second. Think about the topic we're talking about and why they would work so hard to keep this from you, Matthew.
Well, making me think, man. I just got off work.
Listen, Matthew, I don't say this often.
Yeah.
I think there's hope for you. You need to think about that question, okay? I'm not going to force you to answer right now. You just got off work. You don't have an answer. That's okay. But I encourage you to think about it further, okay?
Right.
Deal?
I like to see both sides' opinions. Yeah.
I hear you, but I need you to think about this, all right? Got it?
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Take care.
Yeah. God bless.
Take care. Let's go, dude. What's your name?
PC.
PC.
Like,
go ahead. What's your
PC.
take? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yep. I got it. What's your take? Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm not really like I feel like maybe I can bring some different substance to this. I'm not really
That's
don't
fine.
really
Go
lean
ahead.
either way. I've kind of got drained out of the political side of things a
I
while
get it.
ago. I just get
Go ahead.
bored of things, and I just am completely against pedophilia, and I just feel, to be honest with you, like whether you're end trafficking and whether you're on the right side of things, left side of things, the approach should be that this is wrong. Things should be released, and I honestly just wanted to send that take into consideration. Like, I'm a guy who doesn't really lean either way, but and stayed away from this, but this is all bad, and people should see the right and wrong and listen to your moral values rather than siding with people and figures and side with what's actually genuinely right and wrong in life. And I just think that's what needs to matter in the world.
I agree with you. And too often people commit to a political party too much, right? Where they're willing to, they almost develop this unwavering loyalty to political parties. You know what the best thing we can do for our country is say, fuck the politicians, fuck the political parties. We're going to stick with what we know is right and wrong. And then we can disagree later because we're not all going to agree anyway. But that's different now. I think most people would disagree with pedophilia, like you said, right? But this unwavering loyalty has caused people to become blind to that fact. And unfortunately, it's creating a situation that I think could affect our constitutional republic for years to come. This is that serious. This isn't like any other political issue. We're dealing with something I think that could destroy our constitutional republic. This is a system that relies on people trusting the integrity of that system. And I think that's waning quickly. And we need good people to step up and say, hey, listen, I might agree with Trump on these certain issues, but I can't support this.
I completely agree. And I admit, like I said, I'm not political, but I see things like stuff comes across either my timeline or the news feed when I'm just like looking at the TV and I'll be like, oh, this is good or this is bad. And you have to just be a person, be able to know and tell what's right and wrong. And I think I don't think I'll ever really get into politics or be able to be a guy who ever votes until I don't even know if this is really a thing because I'm not a political guy, but if there's ever a chance that there could ever be more political parties or something, or more voices involved or more in the mix where I don't have to choose between A and B and take these choices just at a flip of a coin, it's hard for me. I can't pick and choose like that, man. I'm just against what's right and wrong, and I stand by my moral values, and I think more people should do that.
Well, then you know this is wrong, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Listen, PC,
Thank
thanks
you,
for
sir.
calling in. Appreciate it, buddy. Take care. Be well.
Have a good one.
Merry Christmas. Take care. All right, everybody, listen, I just have to grab a drink real quick. If you guys could, everybody hit the share button, hit the thumbs up button, contribute, guys, send a super chat. It helps push the live. If you guys want more callers, hit the share button. I'll allow more callers. All right, we're back, folks. We're back. We're ready to rumble. Let's get some more callers in here. Let's see here. Let me turn the phone lines back on here. Phone lines are back on. If you are a Trump supporter and you want to give your take, call in 908-652-3703. The line is right on the top. I know, I don't understand why people sit in the chat and yap and don't call the phone number. Let me talk to the chat real quick. Well, somebody's calling in. Judy B, how you doing, Judy B?
Call from
Richard.
Richard, hold on one second, okay?
All right.
Call from
Erica.
Erica, what's going on? Hold on one second, okay?
All right, take your time.
Richard, you said Richard, right?
Yes.
Richard, give me 1 second. I want to take Erica first, and then I'll come to you, okay?
Alrighty.
Okay, hold on. Erica, let's hear your take. What's going on?
So I'm listening to the conversation and I'm hearing some words like they and things of that nature. Like when you say they are withholding the Epstein files, are you referring to Trump or the Department of Justice?
The Department of Justice operates under the executive branch of the government. The Deputy Attorney General was
Correct.
Donald Trump's former personal attorney. I think the connection is
Okay.
clear.
Okay, so there's a connection, but then there's a separation of duties, right?
No, not legally. There's
I'm
a
saying
moral.
the
No. There's a moral
okay.
aspect. There's a moral
Mhm.
aspect to create some kind of separation, but not legally. So no.
Okay. So if Trump say, okay, you're gonna release everything that we able to release, and then the DOJ don't, that's on Trump.
No,
That's my
but
understanding of your.
no. So what you're
Okay.
saying is in the unrealistic situation that Trump came out and said, "Listen, I told them to release everything." Well, he claims he's allowed for that separation, but the problem is his personal attorney is working as the deputy attorney general. I think you know 2 + 2 = 4, right?
What you're saying, you don't have to be condescending. I'm just having
Am I
a
being
discussion with you.
condescending? I'm not being condescending.
Just a little bit, but I get you. We can move forward. I'm not offended easily.
I'm not being
So my next
condescending. If
question
I was
is,
being condescending, I'd have much worse to say to you for still supporting Trump at this point. I'm being very respectful.
I
2
never
+ 2
said I was a
= 4 in
Trump
the sense
supporter,
that it's
but I'm just
obvious
trying
if
to
his deputy,
understand.
listen, ma'am, if his deputy attorney general is his personal attorney, it's clear he put him in there to give the appearance of maintaining a clear separation of boundaries without actually doing so, right? We what I'm saying is we
Okay.
can tell the obvious, right?
And I'm not objecting to that statement. I'm not trying to deflect from it or anything. I just wanted to understand where you were coming from
Yep.
regarding that. Okay. So moving from that, so my next question is, with the release of these files, do you think that it could have any kind of implication? Because we're interested in the information because we're trying to get justice for the victims, of course, but then the people that the victims are victim of are those of us who've been following this story for a number of years know that they're like head of military, head of finance, head of banking, head of a lot of institutions that are the stability points for America as far as like us doing big business, us doing global business and things of that nature. Like, do you think that that perhaps maybe some of the redaction or the reticence to release everything as the American people demand might have something to do with national security?
No, because the redactions are allowed for clear explanations of those redactions.
Oh, okay, I get it now. So you haven't considered the security
No.
ramifications.
So first of all, give me an example of what you're talking about, because the redaction.
like,
Have you read the Epstein Transparency Act?
So okay.
Have you read it?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Well, the act
Before you give me
specifically
that,
says there
before you
needs to
give me
be an
that, let me
explanation
just say
for.
this one thing.
The act specifically
Okay.
specifies there must be explanations for said redactions. Furthermore, there were 16 files removed after already uploaded to the DOJ website. So not only did they not release all of the files by the deadline, the law specifically stated all non-exempt files need to be posted in downloadable format by December 19th. They uploaded some files and then removed them after they had already been posted, which is clearly obstruction of justice.
And I don't disagree with you.
Melanie
okay?
Matt, thank you for the $10 super chat, Melanie Matt. Appreciate you. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so you said that give you an example. So one example is in one of Epstein's books that he was just journaling in or whatever. there was references to him partying with J.P. Morgan and Chase executives and things of that nature in a way so that it was prior to the Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac crash, and it was alluding to the fact that they knew the crash was going to happen and they intended to make money off of it. And then Obama bailed the banks out and blah, blah. But we ain't going to get into all of that. That's not my point. My point is, if certain people are found conspiratorially guilty, do you think that that could have ramifications on unraveling some of the things that, like J.P. Morgan was at one time, the vendor for the EBT cards? Like, it's a lot of moving parts. So I'm wondering if they're not releasing everything or they're retracting stuff because it has to do with national security or financial security or something. I'm trying to make it make sense. But I know that a lot of the bigger players are high in personnel, like Virginia Jeffries was talking about how military and the CIA and all of them, or Guthries, I'm sorry, God bless her, was all in on the trafficking of people. And then you had Sarah Ann Roberts, who was talking about the same people that Virginia was talking about, saying, yeah, it's all kinds of rings going on. You got the dude that was on Candace's show talking about the drug trade and all that kind of stuff, and the high-ranking officials. And we know from some of the pictures that some of those people that are being referred to by the victims as being guilty are in some very high positions. And so I'm wondering if maybe they're not releasing that information as a way to protect the position, not necessarily of the person, but of the position as it has to do with national interest.
So here's the thing.
Like, I could tell you everything, but if I tell you everything, then...
But the problem is that information would have already been classified. I specifically stated non-exempt. There are files, most certainly, that are exempt. So what is the but a court had already, a federal judge had already ruled that these files were available to be released.
Okay, so what is the difference between exempt and non-exempt? So the exempt stuff is the stuff that would harm national or global security, because even Prince Andrew was even implicated. So this reaches further than the United States. It's not just about opening everything up for us.
I'll explain
to see,
it. No problem. I understand your question.
The world to see.
Sure.
Okay.
So victims' personal and medical information, including names and identifying details. So to protect any privacy and further harm of those victims, any material that depicts child sexual abuse or images of death, physical abuse, injury, any information that would jeopardize an ongoing federal investigation, ongoing prosecution, providing the withholding is narrowly tailored. Any information that affects national security. Non-exempt files. Those that must be released, including all other than classified records, were supposed to be released by the 19th. They weren't. The law specifically, explicitly prohibits withholding or redacting any files for reasons of embarrassment, any harm to your reputation, any political sensitivity, right? Or government officials or public figures, people in Hollywood, and they didn't do that. So the question is, why are they withholding that information that's non-exempt?
Who is the
This
they?
is non-exempt information.
Who is the they that's doing that? Like, do we know that this is under Trump's directive to not
the
release?
Department of Justice. The Department of Justice is under the branch of the executive branch. So what we know is that Todd Blanche. Do you know who Todd Blanche is?
I'm familiar. Yes.
Who is he?
You can keep going.
Who is he?
My school ended like.
You can say I don't know. That's okay to say.
I'm familiar with him.
Okay, Todd Blanche is the Deputy Attorney General of the country. He was Donald Trump's personal attorney during his criminal cases. It's important. It's not that I'm trying to embarrass you. I'm trying to point out that understanding his personal attorney who worked in a defense attorney capacity for the president prior to him becoming the president-elect and then eventually the president, is now the deputy attorney general, which I have long said is a conflict of interest. He was with the president 10 days before the inauguration when Judge Merchan sentenced him to an unconditional discharge for his 34 felonies in New York. He's now the deputy attorney general. I think that he's in that. I think it's obvious, right, that he's in that position so the president can maintain that he is
power and control.
That he is maintaining a clear separation between him and the Department of Justice, right, without actually maintaining a clear separation.
But how can he maintain that separation if everybody knows that this guy used to be his attorney? And there's definitely ties between them. Like we would assume that he would have power and influence over the DOJ if this is the case. And so if that's the case, then
there's something wrong.
Why do you think it's Trump?
Because Donald, first
unlike
of all,
regular old hoodie.
Right, let's be clear about something really quick, right? Now, I'm going to put this in the form of a question. You tell me why they would refuse to release non-exempt files. Did you see? I want you to look at my live stream. I'm going to blow this up. This picture that I have on my live stream right now is one of the pictures that was removed as a part of the 16 files removed after they were already uploaded. This is not non-exempt information they didn't drop. This is a part of the 16 files they removed after already posted. So they posted these photos and then removed them. Do you know who's in that photo? Donald Trump.
The only picture I see is some birds flying in a tree, so I'm not sure.
What?
Like for some reason when the call went through, my feed, my visual feed from your
it's probably
show dropped.
Go to my live stream really quick, and I want you to look at the front of it.
Okay.
You're going to see a picture above me. That picture above me is one of 16 photos. I want you to listen very closely here. That's one of 16 photos.
Yeah, for some reason.
You got it?
Yeah, I got you now.
Okay, that's one of 16 photos that this wasn't one of the photos that wasn't released. This photo was released and then they took it down. Clearly they made a mistake and didn't want to upload this photo and then took it down. That's not only is that in violation of the law that was passed in the Epstein Transparency
What is that
Act.
photo of?
This is a photo it's a photo of a bunch of pictures and frames. But one of those pictures, as I circled, is a picture of Trump in a frame.
Okay, Ann.
Does that not make you wonder?
No, because we know that Trump and Epstein had a relationship prior to 2008.
So why is the DOJ trying to withhold that relationship from the American people?
Now, see, that's the question that should be asked instead of
That's
just
what
saying
I've been
they or
asking you
Trump.
from the beginning. What do you mean?
Yes, but you keep saying they, and that's what I was trying to get clarity on. Like,
Okay,
who are
so
you
when I
referring
say
to? You're
they,
saying
I'm
that
referring to
Todd
the
Blanche
Department of
and
Justice.
Trump.
So when I say they, I'm referring to the Department of Justice, which operates under the executive branch of the government on behalf of Trump. I think that's pretty obvious. That's like when I said 2 + 2 = 4. I wasn't being condescending. I was just simply saying it's obvious,
But you know that's a
right? The
condescending
information
statement.
is
Come on, bro.
clear. That's all I was saying.
But
You know the
That's-
answer. You know the
I'm
answer.
saying that that's not. I'm saying that the things that people are complaining about aren't the hot button things that we should be worried about. And I get that you're saying, well, if they're withholding this little bit of information that probably don't amount to anything, what else could they be withholding and why? I was just trying to really ask one, do you think that it's possible that the reason why they're retracting this information is because it could implicate some people who are actually innocent, or two, it could be a national security issue, or three, who is the they that you're referring to? So I just needed clarity on that. I'm not here to disagree or make you look bad or anything like that.
Is there any answer I didn't?
But it seems like everybody wants.
Is there anything I didn't clear
It seems
up?
like everybody wants Well, I mean, you haven't changed my mind.
Well, I'm not expecting to. All I'm expecting
Yeah,
to do,
but I'm glad that you were open
all
to the
I'm
discussion.
expecting to do, what's your first name?
My name again is Erica.
Erica, all I'm expecting to do is provoke thought. You need to go to sleep tonight asking yourself, why is there a concerted effort to keep this from the American people? I'll propose this last question for you.
Darling.
Listen,
Baby, that
I'll
is not the
propose
question
this
that I'm
last
gonna go to
question
sleep
for
to.
you.
The question,
The Deputy Attorney
the question
General.
that
Hold on, Erica, please. Erica, hold on. Erica, I was talking first. Erica,
hold on.
please let me speak.
I know you were. But believe me, the question I'm going to sleep on is, after they finish blowing everybody's spot up and showing, okay, this person, is anyone going to be convicted? That's the question that keeps me up at night, because showing me all this information, redacting everything, it doesn't matter if no one is paying the price.
Okay, so first of all,
so yeah, I got you though.
Committee. First of all, there's a number of things that can be done. First of all, you initiate contempt proceedings, right? The committee can also initiate public hearings to scrutinize the DOJ's actions, let people know that they were lying, because they will have to testify under oath and demand detailed explanations for why these files were redacted or missing, right? They can set new deadlines. They can do a whole bunch of things. Why was there intentional deletion of these photos? Why was there tampering? 18 USC 1519 penalizes evidence tampering. So if a future AG, Attorney General, decides to prosecute Attorney General Pam Bondi or Deputy Attorney Todd Blanche, they're going to have enough evidence to do so based off those proceedings. Let me ask you one more thing before you go. Todd Blanche, who is the Deputy Attorney General of the United States, right, went and sat down with already convicted sex offender Ghislaine Maxwell only when they found out the Oversight Committee was about to subpoena her testimony. Can you give me one reasonable, logical explanation why the Deputy Attorney General would rush down to sit down with Ghislaine Maxwell prior to her testimony in front of the Oversight Committee?
Sure. Because they wanted to get ahead of anything that could expose Trump.
Exactly. And that is illegal and impeachable. Have a good day.
All
right. She walked right into it. If you are a Trump supporter, call in 908-652-3703. She walked right into it. 908-652-3703. Yeah, I totally wasn't trying to be condescending. I was just totally trying to say the information is clear, but not sure why she was taking it that way. If you are a Trump supporter, you can call in 908-652-3703. To the guy that was on the phone before, you can call in, bro. I hope you guys enjoyed the live tonight. I wasn't even going to go live tonight. So if you guys are enjoying the live, blow up the super chats, man. If you guys are enjoying the live tonight, blow up the super chats. Let me take this person. I think.
Call from
James.
What's going on, James? Hold on one second, okay? I'm taking you first. I'm taking you first, but let me just, I just want to set a super chat goal here so people who support the live can contribute to the live. All right, James, I set a new super chat goal, so if anyone wants to. For a box of juice, 4245 with the 499 says, for people saying, why doesn't anyone care about Clinton and others? We do. We want them all locked up, but Trump is our president, top priority. Couldn't agree more, box of juice. Could not agree more. I'd be perfectly fine with seeing them all in prison, as a matter of fact. But that's just me. Box of juice, thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate you. Go ahead. What's your name, James?
Yes.
Okay, James, break it down.
Okay. So I kind of agree with you for the most part. I do think that they should all be put in prison, including Trump. But what my question is to you, maybe, why do you think this happened? And what do you want to do about it? other than just locking these people up? Because Epstein was clearly working for Israel. I mean,
Well, the Mossad,
he
but
had an
we'll-
IDF shirt that was in the files, right? So what do you think we can do to cut ties with Israel?
So it's a major concern of mine, to clarify. AIPAC and Israel's influence over our country and our politics is a major concern of mine. And not because I dislike Israel, and not, it has nothing to do with that. It's just that I don't understand why another country's priorities are above ours, and I don't think that's the way it should be. But besides the point, I have not seen evidence that substantiates that Epstein was working for Israel or belonged to the Mossad. I know he was affiliated with. I think the first step is making sure that the president, who Benjamin Netanyahu called the most pro-Israel president we've ever had, is not obstructing justice to make sure the American people get the truth. The American people I trust to deal with this situation, but not if the president is working against their best interest. Not if the president is trying to keep that information from them. I always trust that the American people will prevail on any issue, but they need the truth. And when the government starts working in opposition to the truth, that's when I have a problem. Now you're fucking with the American people, and that's when I have a problem. Period.
So I voted for Trump. Regret. I mean, I don't think Kamala would have done very much better, but I think that both parties are pretty intertwined with AIPAC. We can look at, like, for instance, Miriam Adelson, who works with AIPAC, donated like $100 million to Trump. I realized this after I voted for him, but regardless, that's what happens. And they donate to both political parties on the left and right. So clearly both parties have some sort of like foreign entanglement and are working on behalf of not Americans. So we're both America first kind of people. We think that the government should work for the American people. So what type of leader, what qualities do you think would inhabit a candidate that would be good for America?
Well, a candidate that puts human rights first and foremost. Period. A candidate.
So you don't think
that
like somebody that's like pro-America would be the number one thing? I think like
human rights pro-America? Isn't human rights pro-America? By the way, Jesse B, 1992. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Thanks for being on tonight, Adam. I hope you have a good Christmas. Thank you, Jesse.
What do you mean by human rights being pro-America?
Well, so human rights, the rights of human beings, is what matters first and foremost. Healthcare, housing, right?
Yeah.
These are the things
we can agree on those two things at least.
So,
do you believe in like open borders?
Open borders don't exist in the United States. It's a fallacy. It's never existed.
Great to hear. That's great to hear.
What do you mean? It just doesn't exist. It's never existed.
Well, I think a lot of people think that the border should just be wide open. We should let a bunch of people into our country and dilute our culture. Like,
what do you mean dilute our culture? You're starting to tread into a great replacement theory here. What do you mean dilute our culture? Because now you're starting to concern me.
People from other countries have a different culture from us, correct?
Well, what is American culture? I mean, because we're a country of immigrants.
Sorry, Western. How about we just be more broad and just say Western culture?
Okay,
so like,
well, we're
a lot of the immigrants in the past, the ones from Italy, the ones from Ireland, the ones from Britain, and other parts of Europe, Germany, they were all part of Western culture prior to coming here, so they were easier to assimilate into our population. But when we let people in from, Syria, Iraq, Iran, all these countries that are in the Middle East, they're part of Eastern culture and Middle Eastern culture, and they don't tend to assimilate as quickly or as well as the people.
It's funny
from
you
Western
brought up
culture.
Iraq, considering we invaded that country and killed over
You're
a
absolutely
million
right.
of their civilians. It's funny
That's
that
terrible. We
now
shouldn't
you
have
don't
done
want
that.
them to assimilate, but yet, or you're saying they're not assimilating, but yet we went to their country and killed a million of their civilians. Before we get too
Look
off
at
topic,
Dearborn. They're clearly not.
hold on. And again, I debate all sorts of topics across the board. But my question to you is, are you in support of what's happening right now in terms of they're unwilling to release the Epstein files?
The Epstein files? Yeah, I mean, I think Trump's a criminal, and he ought to be put in jail along with the rest of
Who'd you vote for?
90% of. I think they ought to expand the definition of what what's the word I'm looking for? What treason is. I think a lot of political figures out there, especially ones in Congress and in the House, are using their positions not to help the American people, but to gain money.
Who did you vote for? Who did you vote for?
I voted for Trump.
Yeah, well, there we go.
Because he promised things that he did not follow through on. He promised to do mass immigration, but he only deported 500,000 people and let 600,000 people in on H-1B visas. That defeated the whole purpose.
Listen, I debate all sorts of topics.
He promised to release the Epstein files.
I agree with you.
And he didn't.
But let me say with you, and I agree with you on what you're saying there. But here's the point. I'm trying to address the Epstein files right now. I talk about all sorts of topics, so I'm trying to get people in and out quickly. If we could debate 600 topics, we'll be on here for an hour. I'm specifically focusing on whether you still support Trump after this or not. Do you?
Hell no. I support a far more radical conservative figure now. I'd say like Nick Fuentes is who I'm with.
Hey, he's not in elected politics, Muppet. He doesn't work in elected
but he's
politics.
the kind of people like there's a guy down here in Florida where I'm from. His name is James Fishback. He's the kind of guy that we need. He's running for governor. He'll be great if we can elect him. He's like, Florida is full. We don't need any more people. We don't want these AI corporate companies to come in here, build AI data centers here, and jack up the electric prices for everybody in the surrounding area. I'm all for that.
Okay, well, good luck with that, all right, dude?
Hey, man.
You're welcome to call back in when this is over, and we'll debate these other topics, all right?
Sure, man. It's
All right,
coming, dude.
Take
You'll
care.
see.
Oh, man. Nick Fuentes. Oh, God. I don't have the energy to go over 9 topics tonight. I just don't. I usually do, and I do it, but it's just like tonight I don't. I'm trying to prove a point. You know what I mean? I'm trying to stick to one topic tonight. 908-652-3703. I am a human rights person. I am for the rights of other human beings first and foremost. I'm not a big fan of politicians, just generally speaking. I believe that American citizens are supposed to be treated a certain way, and I don't believe that's happening right now. If you are a Trump supporter, call in 908-652-3703. What are you talking about? They're building data centers everywhere in Florida. I don't know. I didn't even hear what he was saying. You voted for Trump, regret it. Now you're endorsing someone else. Nick Fuentes is not in elected politics, and I don't think he ever is going to be. So, there was a guy that called before, like, "Hey, guy behind the mic, you're an asshole." Like, why do you think I'm an asshole, dude? I'm advocating for human rights. What the fuck? What's up, man? What's your first name?
Shannon.
Shannon, thoughts on the Epstein files and the Trump administration being in direct violation of federal law?
Okay, let's get into the Epstein files. Okay, what's the problem with it? He's releasing the files.
No,
that was done Friday.
No, it wasn't.
He's released most of them.
No, he didn't.
He can only. Why didn't the Democrats do it?
You went to. Well, he's releasing them. Hold on. What's your first name? What's your first name again?
Shannon.
Shannon. The first thing you said was Shannon.
They've had the
Shannon.
They've had the Epstein.
Shannon.
Go ahead.
The first thing you said. I'm not being condescending, sweetheart. I'm trying to get you to listen.
No, you are.
Listen, the first thing you said was he's releasing them. No, he's not, because the Department of Justice is
They've already put it out onto the Senate floor. It was signed by the president. Release them.
Why did the president try and convince Republicans not to sign on to the discharge petition?
Okay, first off, he was trying to, because of people like you and others, like the other stupid ass that said something about
Oh,
Nick
you calling me
Fuentes.
a stupid ass, you pigeon?
Yeah, because let me see. The Democrats had the files for how long? They did nothing with them. They sat there on them for so long, did nothing with them. They could have released them because they were going after Trump for everything else. Why didn't they release them then? Because that could have been the gotcha moment. I got you. There you are, and they didn't do nothing. And now they're showing pictures of Bill Clinton, and hell, even Mick Jagger's in the pictures. And they have a few pictures of Trump. Yes, he was, because he hung out with rich people. And Epstein was extremely rich. He was extremely rich. And as soon as Trump started finding out weird little things about him, what did he do? He kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago, and then he was the first one to sign off on go after his ass. First one.
So first of
The
all,
lawyers were looking for people, and Trump was like, go after him.
So
He was the
first
first
of all,
one. He was the first one to sign off on
the
it.
Epstein Transparency Act was not. The president signed it because there was a supermajority. This bill was veto-proof. Do you know what unanimous consent means?
Yes, I do.
What does it mean?
It's in the wording. Unanimous.
What?
Everybody.
Yeah, so 100 senators greenlit the bill. There was only one nay vote in the House. So is that bill veto-proof?
Yeah.
Right. So he had no
It is
choice but
veto-proof.
to sign it. Melanie, thank you for the $5 super chat. So the president didn't sign it because he wanted to sign it. He tried to convince Republicans not to sign on to the discharge petition.
Actually, the president has the veto, and also
No,
the
he
vice
doesn't.
president.
No, he doesn't
has
on a
the
bill with a supermajority. No, he doesn't. You can override a veto with a supermajority.
JD Vance could have stepped in because he's literally the head guy.
What are you talking about?
He could have been like, no.
No, that's not
JD
how it
Vance.
works. Do you know
Why-
what a
why do you
veto-proof
think
bill
that-
is? No. J.D. Vance could not have done anything. It's a veto-proof bill. They could override the veto. Wrong again. Civics class 101. So first of all, it's a
But
veto-proof
again,
bill.
why didn't they go
are
after
you
him before?
okay? Why are you okay with them being in violation of federal law that passed the House, that passed the Senate, that was signed by the president? They had 30 days to release the files. Why are you okay with, number one, them not complying with any non-exempt releases of the files, releasing less than 10% on the day they were due to release them, redacting information without any clear explanation, and then removing information after it was already posted? I posted.
They have to redact.
First of all,
They have to.
First of all,
They have
I
to
posted.
redact.
They had to release.
They have to redact.
They had to release
people
all
that are going to be hurt by it.
They
like
had
the
to release
victims.
all.
They have to redact.
Yes, and they needed an explanation with that redaction. They were supposed to release all non-exempt files by the 19th. They didn't. They were supposed to, any information that needed to be redacted needed to be explained to Congress. And furthermore, 16 files were removed after they were already posted. Nayland, thank you for the $19.99 super chat, Nayland. Appreciate you, Nayland. Pocket Rocket with the $4.99 super chat. So why are they in violation of federal law?
If they were in violation of federal law, do you think
They are. I'll read you the oversight committee right
now.
That,
I don't know, somebody would step in, like, I don't know, a lawyer would
a lawyer?
Go after it with a, yes.
A lawyer? You think a lawyer can do something?
The DOJ could have went after it.
They are the DOJ. Wait. Did you just say the DOJ could go after it?
Yes, the DOJ.
They are the DOJ. They are the DOJ.
All of you retards out there are saying, "Oh, why didn't they do anything before?" If everybody's so hell bent on the Epstein files, everybody's bent out of shape about it. Why
they are the DOJ, dude.
No, No, listen
Hold
for
on,
one
hold
second.
on, hold on.
If everybody,
Hold on,
was
dude.
so bent,
Hold on.
no, if for 1 second,
Dude, you
if
said the
everybody was
DOJ
so
could go
bent
after
at-
the DOJ?
Jesus Christ.
Dude, you literally just said the DOJ could go after it. The DOJ is who's
Do you think the
releasing the
DOJ
files.
doesn't have people in there that can go after
Each
and
other?
do subpoenas and everything?
After
Yes, they
each
can.
other?
Yes. Every state.
The Attorney
every state
General,
has
the
a AG.
Attorney General and the Deputy Attorney General are involved in the release. There's nothing the DOJ. They are the DOJ.
Do y'all think?
What are you doing, dude?
It's like a retard moments with y'all.
You can't
y'all
say that
have
word, dude.
It's kind
Stop
of
it.
It's kind of
You
funny that
can't
none of y'all.
All right, you cannot say the R slur, dude. It's 2025. You cannot say the R slur. It's 2025, guys. Can we not say the R slur? That word is not appropriate in 2025. It's highly offensive to people who have certain disabilities. It's not acceptable. Come on, let's do better, man. Let's do better. If you are a Trump supporter, 908-652-3703. Dude, that guy said the DOJ can go after them, bro. The DOJ is who we're talking about here. Who in the DOJ is going to go after the DOJ? The Attorney General and the Deputy Attorney General are the people controlling the DOJ. They're involved in the release. Oh my God. The Extreme Rides. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat, dude. Someone needs to call Pam Bondi and tell her to arrest Pam Bondi, dude. This is too funny, man. Pocket Rocket. Thank you for the $4.99. And who was that other person? Naylin. Thank you so much, Naylin.
Call from
Rosh.
Hey, hold on 1 second. Hey, hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna take the other person first. Hey, I'm gonna take the other person first, and then I'm coming to you. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. What's your first name, dude?
Rosh.
Josh, go ahead. What's your take on the Epstein files? By the way, really quick to everybody in here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. You don't want to miss future lives, future political conversations. I have them every day. I used to be on TikTok. I still am on a TikTok, but I'm expanding to other platforms. I would appreciate making sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, contribute to the live, become a member. Become a member, right? I'm live every single day, super active political creator on YouTube and TikTok. Would appreciate subscribing, hitting the notification bell, and becoming a part of the live. Go ahead, dude. What's going on?
So Rosh.
What's going on, dude?
Yes, I said Rosh. You said Josh.
Oh, what's your name? I'm sorry.
Rosh. Rosh.
Rosh, what's going on, dude? Go ahead.
I don't think they're covering anything up. Let's just go from the timeline where they first of all agreed to pass the bill, all of them. Trump signed it. He didn't have to sign it, but he did.
Yes, he did.
He wants the truth. What?
Yes, he did. Do you know what a veto-proof bill is?
No, but
the Epstein Transparency Act passed with one nay vote in the House and unanimous consent in the Senate, meaning there was a supermajority. So if he didn't sign it, it was veto-proof. They could have overridden the veto.
Overriding the president?
Yes, the president. So the Epstein Transparency Act was veto-proof. The bill passed the House of Representatives by a vote of 427 to 1. Okay, that's well above the 2/3 majority required to override a presidential veto. The Senate also passed the bill unanimously. Unanimous consent. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, that's when they vote in private.
No,
But what I'm trying to
that's not what
say
it means. It doesn't mean they vote. What are you? So, what does unanimous consent mean? It means all
yeah,
100. It means
whenever
all
there's
100 senators greenlit the bill, right? Meaning it could have easily overridden a veto had President Trump chosen to veto it. You have overwhelmingly bipartisan support, ensures that the law would become effective regardless of any presidential opposition.
uh, okay, but what I'm trying to say is that you're claiming that there's a cover up. What I'm trying to say is that there isn't. You know, just from the timeline I just mentioned, where you know he forced him to sign to vote for the bill. They did. It passed. He signed it into law.
Okay.
Now,
He
yesterday,
didn't
they
vote for.
everything.
He didn't sign the bill because he wanted to. Can you please explain to me why Donald Trump tried to convince Republicans like Lauren Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene not to sign on to the discharge petition? Let me play something for you. I want you to take a listen really quick to this. Okay, you're gonna have to turn on my live. You're gonna have to turn on my live so I can play this for you. This is Marjorie Taylor Greene talking about Donald Trump. I'm gonna put you on hold. I want you to turn my live stream on, okay?
All right.
And I want you to listen to this.
We did talk about the Epstein files, and he was extremely angry at me that I had signed the discharge petition to release the files. I fully believe that those women deserve everything they're asking. They're asking for all of it to come out. They deserve it. And he was furious with me.
What did he say?
He said that it was going to hurt people. Release the files. I fully believe that those women deserve angry at me that I had signed the discharge petition. He was extremely angry at me that I had signed the discharge petition. He was extremely angry at me that I had signed the discharge petition.
Let's go back to the caller now. Okay, so I want you to listen to what's on my live stream right now. That's Marjorie Taylor Greene talking about how Donald Trump tried to convince her not to sign on to the discharge petition so the Epstein Transparency Act would go to the floor.
So I did hear what you said.
So I guess your take is null and void now.
No. My take is not null and void.
Yeah, it is. He tried to convince him not to sign on to the discharge petition. So stop bringing up the Epstein Transparency Act because he didn't want it to go to the floor.
Wait, so you're saying that he was completely against it?
Yes, he
From what I'm
was.
hearing.
That's why he tried to convince them not to sign on to the discharge petition.
Look, I'm not trying to defend him or what's going on, but what I was trying to say is that he is for it. For example, yesterday they released it, and they released everything basically.
No, they didn't. You're so far from the truth. So first of all, let's go over this really quick because you clearly don't understand. President Trump tried to, or attempted to convince Republicans not to sign on to the discharge petition that would force a vote on releasing the Epstein files. When he figured out he couldn't do that, he obviously has no choice because it had a supermajority. It was a veto-proof bill, as I've already stated for you previously. Remember, we already went over that. What a veto-proof bill was, it passed the House of Representatives by a vote of 427 to 1. That's well above 2/3 majority required to override a presidential veto. It passed with unanimous consent in the Senate. So he had no choice but to sign it. Number two, they did not release all of the information. They released less than 10% of the information yesterday in violation of that law. They were supposed to release any non-exempt information about the Epstein case by the 19th of December 2025. They didn't do that. In fact, they've admitted since then they're in violation of the law. They don't care. Furthermore, they removed 16 files that were already uploaded to the Department of Justice website. So they uploaded them and then removed them, also in violation of the law. They are breaking the law. They are obstructing justice. It's very clear that they didn't fully comply with the Epstein Files Transparency Act, right? They didn't release them, right? So therefore, and by the way, both Ro Khanna and Thomas Massie stated that the DOJ's, they're the people who wrote the bill. Republicans and Democrats stated that the DOJ's actions failed to meet both the letter and spirit of the law. And they accused the Department of Justice of violating the statute by withholding documents past the deadline and applying redactions beyond what the law follows. So the question is not whether or not they broke the law. The question is not whether or not they're concealing evidence. The question is why.
Why what?
Why are they concealing it?
So from what I'm reading and what I'm looking at, they're not concealing it. They released almost all the documents.
No,
yesterday,
they didn't.
but
What are
they
you
have
reading
to-
from? What are
they
you
have
reading
to-
from?
The documents.
No.
I looked at
How
all
do
the
you know
documents
they
yesterday.
released all of them? What source are you reading from that says they released all the documents?
I said almost all of them.
No.
And
They,
the reason
no,
why-
no. First of all, they didn't release almost all of them, and almost all of them wouldn't matter anyway because it's against the law. Please don't tell me I just wasted my breath explaining this to you. They're in violation of federal law, period. They had to release all non-exempt files. Got it? They didn't. So I'm going to ask you one more time before I let you go. Why?
You're asking me why to a question that I already answered. I
No,
said
you
they're
didn't.
trying to
Why are
they're
they
trying
not
to-
in compliance with the law? I'm not arguing whether or not they're in compliance with the law with you again. I've already stated for you they're not in compliance with the law. Let me do another thing. I'm going to read the Oversight Committee's statement to you. Donald Trump and the Department of Justice are now violating federal law as they continue covering up the facts and evidence about Jeffrey Epstein's decades-long billion-dollar international sex trafficking ring. For months, Pam Bondi has denied survivors the transparency and accountability they have demanded and deserve, and has defied the Oversight Committee's subpoena. The Department of Justice is now making it clear they intend to defy Congress itself, even as it gives star treatment to Epstein's convicted co-conspirator Ghislaine Maxwell. Courts around the country have repeatedly intervened when this administration has broken the law. We are now examining all legal options in the face of this violation of federal law. The survivors of this nightmare deserve justice, the co-conspirators must be held accountable, and the American people deserve complete transparency from the DOJ. So I ask again, why? This is your last chance.
Okay, why the DOJ is doing that, I have no idea. But this has to do with Trump. Trump is not part of the DOJ. What I'm trying to say as a hard.
What branch of the government is the DOJ under?
Is not under its own, like by itself, like it can't be with the president because it's not.
What branch
It cannot
of
be
the
together.
Department of Justice is under what branch? What are the three branches of government? Do you know?
Of course I know.
What are
What are
they?
you trying to say?
What are they?
What are you trying to say?
What are they?
What are you trying to say? Huh?
What are the three branches of government?
The three branches of government of the United States is we have the legislation, we have the executive, and we have the Supreme Court of the
No,
of the
it's
United
called the
States.
judicial branch. It's called the You don't know the three branches. Explain to me what is under the legislative branch, the executive branch, and the judicial branch.
Repeat that question again.
What's under these branches of government? The legislative branch includes what?
Includes it's controlled by by the president. He's in charge.
No,
of,
that's the executive branch. That's the executive branch. The legislative branch is the Senate and the House of Representatives. What's the executive branch? I just told you.
The executive branch is the executive branch is controlled by the president. So
The executive is the president, and who else? Who else?
What?
The vice president and his cabinet. What's under the judicial branch?
I think that's the courts, right?
What courts?
Like
Listen to me. Like you don't have enough. You don't have enough information to have this conversation. I'm going to give you one more chance. I'm going to give you. Stop it. I'm going to give you one more chance. This is it. I trust you're not going to disappoint me. I trust you. Why are they in violation of federal law?
The DOJ is responsible for what happens, but not the president.
What branch is the DOJ under? What branch is the DOJ under?
It's under the executive,
Right.
but it has nothing to do with Trump.
Yes, it does.
I'm trying to clear
Who's the
his
Deputy
name.
Attorney
And you're
General
trying
of the
to
DOJ?
put his-
Who's the Deputy Attorney General of the United States?
Would that be the president?
You think the president is the Deputy Attorney General of the United States? Who's the Deputy Attorney General of the United States? He works for the Department of Justice.
Does the lady? Does the she's in?
No,
the lady who's in charge of the DOJ?
that's Pam Bondi, right? She's the Attorney General. Who's the Deputy Attorney General?
Wasn't it the Blanche guy, Tom Blanche?
Or Todd Blanche.
Yeah.
Now, what did Todd Blanche do before he was the Deputy Attorney General?
He was a lawyer.
Lawyer for who?
What do you for who? Like for a branch?
Who was he a
government?
defense attorney for?
Oh, the president.
Right.
He was a lawyer.
So the Deputy Attorney General was the former president was the former attorney for the President of the United States. He defended him in his criminal cases, right? He was with him 10 days before the inauguration when he got an unconditional discharge for the cases he was convicted on. Listen to me. I'm not trying to embarrass you. I think you need to do some more research on this. I think you have potential. I really do. But I think you need to research these things further. You need to look into why they're keeping this information from you and how long you're willing to be fooled by these people, played by these people. You can do better, dude. I'm telling you, you can do better. Okay?
Actually, I haven't been fooled or played. I'm just trying to clear Trump's name because
played.
you keep mentioning.
You have been played.
You
have
keep
been
mentioning
played.
his
You
name
have been
as
played.
he's in
I'm sorry to
charge.
tell you. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. What's your first name, dude?
Dave.
Go ahead, Dave. What's your take?
So,
By the way,
confused
Marxist.
on your point of view.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Marxist, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. this party. This is the party running our country, by the way. Yes, Marxist, it is. Guys, I would appreciate.
Hey, so are you
going to
get no tax on tips, bro? Are you going to get no tax on tips next month?
No tax on tips up to what percent?
Yeah. Well, up to you. Are you going to get no tax on tips? These people throwing money at you?
It's not up to me.
You'll be grateful, though, right? Are you grateful that the president gave our military?
What are you asking me?
I know you don't like our what do you call that? Our military or not or whatnot, but
excuse me, what the fuck did you just say to me? Excuse me, what did you just say? Excuse me, what did you just say?
Are you glad that our president gave our military $1,000?
Did you just say I don't like our military? My grandfather is a World War II veteran.
My grandfather served in World War II.
So did mine.
A citizen of the United States.
So did mine.
Became a citizen of the United States.
So did
serving
mine.
In World War II.
My grandfather's a World War II veteran. You're going to tell me I don't care about my... Excuse me.
Are we going to measure each other? We going to measure?
You're the one... I didn't say you didn't care about the military.
Don't get embarrassed,
you said
bro.
I don't.
Don't get embarrassed. Don't get embarrassed.
Embarrassed? You're saying I don't care about the military. My grandfather's a World War II veteran.
You discussed how Donald Trump cannot put our military in the Southern Hemisphere.
What?
You don't like that?
Listen.
Yeah, you discussed
you
that in the
waited this
past.
long on the line, and why are they violating the Epstein Transparency Act? You chud.
Well, Pigeon, let me ask you this:
Did you just wait? Did you just use my own insult against me?
Yeah, because it's fun, Pigeon.
You're a fan.
What would you like to happen?
You're kind of a fan.
I'm a big fan.
Hold on, let's be honest.
Hold
on, let's stop. Let's kind of calm down for a second. You kind of do like me, though, don't you?
I don't need to calm. You need to take a deep breath.
You kind of do like me.
Take a deep breath.
You kind of are.
Calm down.
You do kind of like me, don't you?
You're going to win at the end. I promise you that. You're going to win at the end.
The true myth 123. Thank you for the $5 super chat. There is no hope in any politician.
Yeah.
Our hope is in Jesus, the Son of God, not any
Trump.
President. God bless everyone here. Well, the truth. You're laughing? I thought
what would you like to happen with the Epstein
You're
files?
laughing at Jesus? I thought you were a believer in Christ. Do you think that's a joke? The true myth. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you.
Narrative. I'm going to say narrative every time you have a narrative, okay?
Listen,
That's how we're going to play
You
today.
kind of like me, don't you?
What you try to do is corner conversation.
Am I good at it?
I'm trying to like you.
Am I good at it?
I'm trying to like you.
Am I good at cornering people?
You have a narrative and then you hang up on people.
Am I good at cornering people?
You're good at following your own narrative, and then you pivot and then you hang up on
Come
people.
on, you know
And then
I'm extremely skilled at conversation. I am. Come on, you know I'm extremely skilled at conversation. Come on.
You're lightly skilled and you hang up on people. But I'm going to ask you,
I haven't hung up on one
happen?
person tonight. What are you talking
What
about?
would you like to happen with the Epstein files? Let me ask you that.
I want the truth. I want the truth.
And you feel that it's not at your pace, so you're online spewing a narrative because it's not at your pace.
Well, yeah, I use my voice to push for the truth, yeah.
Because it's not at your liking.
Well, that's what the First Amendment is for, right?
You're saying our federal government is doing criminal things, right? That's what you're saying.
Heidi girl, thank you for the $10 super chat. So did the Epstein
do you want to call your
transparency?
senator? Would you like to call your senator and say, "Hey, you're not being transparent. We need to file a lawsuit."
My
to release
senator
the rest of
has
the files."
nothing to do with the Department of Justice. Thank you, Heidi
So
girl.
what would you like to do
Appreciate
then?
you. Thank you so much, Heidi
So
girl.
what would you like to do? What do you want to do?
Hold them in contempt of court.
Okay, and how do you start that process?
Well, you need to initiate contempt proceedings, but you may.
And how does that start? Let me ask you, how does that start?
Well, I think the first step would be filing a lawsuit, but more or less
Against who? Donald Trump?
No,
Donald
you would
Trump
file
or
it
the federal
against the
government?
Department of Justice, Pam Bondi and Todd Blanche.
Okay.
But I would say this first and foremost. Hold
Bro,
on,
then
dude.
I urge you to do that. Even though I'm a Donald Trump supporter, then I urge you to do that so you can stop crying, Pigeon. Because all you do is cry, and then you hang up on people.
You seem kind of upset.
I'm not upset.
Listen,
I'm not upset, dude.
I know you've witnessed Trump supporters get destroyed tonight, but I am the best at it. I'm sorry to tell you. Carly, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Trying to
What else
balance
do you
out
want
these
to talk
crazy
about?
super chats coming in. These people are wild tonight. Appreciate it.
So
Thank you,
Epstein
Carly.
files were closed. If
Why
the
are
Epstein
you
files were
not
closed in
upset they're in
2019,
violation of federal law? I'm asking you one more time. Why are you not upset they're in violation of federal law?
You're saying that they are.
They are.
They've
They've already
made
admitted
statements
it.
that they are.
They've
They've
admitted
made
they
statements
are.
that they are.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Okay, so
They've
then
already admitted they're in
If
violation.
they're in violation, eventually they're going to be called to justice. Am I right or wrong?
Well, it may be years from now, but I hope so. But you should be upset as a
Okay.
Trump supporter. I
Then
asked
they're gonna
you
be
how
called for
you
justice.
feel. I asked how you feel.
Because when you do something
I
wrong,
asked how
you're going to
you
be called
feel.
to justice.
I asked how you feel. Why won't you answer me? Why are you not mad about this?
Because I'm not radical like you. I'm not radical. Our federal government will shoot itself.
Okay.
Either way, I can't control it, and neither can you.
Can I say
what
one more
you
thing
can
to
do
you?
is get online.
Can I say
and
one more
spew
thing to you?
narrative.
Can I say one
That's
more
what
thing
you
to you?
can do, and then
Donald
you will get
Trump.
no text on tips in January.
Can I say one more thing to you? Donald Trump wouldn't let you sleep on his doormat.
It's okay. I don't need to sleep on his doormat. I'm my
I
own
know
man.
you wish you could. He wouldn't let you
I'm
sleep on
my own man. I don't need a man like maybe you need a man, but I don't need a man to suit my
Let's
living.
be honest.
Guys.
You're
I have
not
a job.
You're not a tough guy, right? You're not a tough guy.
I have a.
Listen.
I didn't say I was a
listen to
tough guy.
me. Listen to
I'm a
me.
man. I said.
Yeah. Who said you're a man?
I know
You're
you
a
get
man
confused
according
because
to who?
between men and women. I don't.
You won't even answer a question. Why are you not pissed?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
That the
My favorite
administration.
color is red.
Why
I like,
are you
trucks.
not pissed that the administration is in violation of federal law?
I just told you because I'm not radicalized like you are. I'm not radical. I don't have a page with Donald Trump.
All right. What are the three branches of government?
Trying to catch attention.
Three
and
branches
pick
of
up pennies
government.
from
Go.
people. The other day.
What
the
are
other
the three
day,
branches
no,
of government?
wasn't you, sorry. Federal, executive, and judicial. I mean, what does it matter in my knowledge, dude? What does it matter, dude?
Oh my God. Rose said federal. Rose said federal. Mark says, thank you for the $2 super chat. It never fails. It never fails. Listen, I've tried to remain respectful, but that guy was just rude. That guy was just rude. The federal branch, bro. I don't know why that guy was so mad. I don't know why that guy was so mad. Like, I've been super respectful, man. Why? Seriously, man, even with people I disagree with. I'm okay with having conversations with people I disagree with. Why are you getting so worked up? We can disagree. We can disagree. It's A-okay. It's not that big of a deal. Listen, guys, I'm exhausted. It's 11:40 Eastern, 10:40 Central. Okay. I appreciate you guys. I would really appreciate if you guys hit the follow button. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. It's free, everybody. Hit the bell so you guys don't miss these lives. And guys, if you're new here, I am on TikTok pretty much every weekday morning doing these same lives on TikTok. So if you're on TikTok, just type in Adam Cray like it is here. You'll see an account with like 150,000 followers and an account with like 30,000 followers. Those are my two accounts that I go live on TikTok. But make sure you guys subscribe over here and hit this the bell so you guys know when I'm going live. I love you guys. Appreciate you. To the Republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all. Not for Trump. Right? For the truth. For the American people. For human rights. For the Constitution. For democracy. We need to get back to what it's about. And it's about the people. It's about you. It's about the person next to you. It's about your family. It's about your children. It's about your parents. It's not about Trump. Trump has completely distorted that narrative. I hope you guys are enjoying the holiday season. Listen, turn on a Christmas movie tonight. Fall asleep to watching a Christmas movie. Okay? Lay next to the Christmas tree. turn on a nice Christmas movie. There's a lot of good Christmas movies out there. They all predate the year 2000 though. But I love you guys. Have a wonderful evening. Take care of yourselves. All right. And I will see you guys probably tomorrow. Monday, we'll be back to the normal schedule. TikTok in the morning. YouTube in the evening, probably. All right, everybody. Appreciate you guys. I see all your comments. I love you guys. Have a wonderful evening. Take care. Hey, Kelly P., thank you for the $5 super chat, Kelly. And thank you to everybody who sent super chats tonight. I really appreciate it. Guys, consider becoming a member of the channel. I'm a very active political creator. I'm not one of these creators that comes on once a week. I'm active as hell. So you definitely get your money's worth, and I appreciate the support. Thank you so much, everybody. Yes, Muppet Christmas goes hard, always. Take care, everybody. Love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. Seriously. Couldn't do it without you guys. Be well. Kelly P., thank you so much for the $10 super chat, Kelly P. Appreciate you so much, Kelly.